into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
I was trying to figure out your choreography out my peripheral vision. I don't know if I got it right.
It's like a shimmy. It's a
Good
shimmy.
morning. It's a shimmy. We can shimmy into a Thursday. Good morning, you beautiful souls. Welcome to it. It's a brand new day. It could be, you don't know, it could be the best day of your life.
And it's going to be. Every day is
It's a
going
blank
to be the best.
slate. It's ours. We will do our part. We will try to make it as enjoyable, as informative, as fun as possible. And who knows, it might all start with a TikTok.
shimmy. A shimmy or a TikTok, because yes, it is TikTok Thursday here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are taking all things challenges today. So we're going to be doing everything, whether it comes to dancing, eating, food. Now, this week's challenge is, wait a minute, the duck head edit, okay? It sounds complicated, and it probably is, but we're going to be learning how to do it during the show, and we'll show you what we've got. The best part is that you get to learn with us, so don't go anywhere.
Bring my
Stick
kitty
with us.
gloves and my ears.
It's okay, we have something in wardrobe for you.
What are we going to do? No, we've got it covered. And then, of course, the challenges don't stop there. From, I think, taking on the Super M Cookie Dough Sunday Challenge. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. To being blindfolded and guessing the flavors of Woolies' new pies. And there's some crackers there. It's going to be fun.
Again, I'm just saying, it's 6 o'clock and I'm already hungry just thinking about all the great stuff we're about to eat right now. Then we're also connecting with our all-time favorite, Miss Kutle Adams in Johannesburg, ahead of Design Joburg kicking off this morning. She's going to be on the ground to find out more about what we can expect this year at the Design Joburg. So you want to stick around for that as well?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be spectacular, and we appreciate all of these events so much more now, more than ever. So stick around. It's going to be 3 great hours, but we, of course, want to keep that conversation going. In fact, we want to hear from you this morning, and this is what we want to hear about.
Oh, thank you for all of that, G-Man and Jamie. Of course, we love to connect with you. And this morning we have a good morning picture, and we've also just introduced the Expresso WhatsApp line for voice notes. So that means we do want to hear from you. So if you have a voice note that you would love to share with us, that number is 063 408 8863. Send us your voice notes through, and we've got a good morning post for you, and it is all about the tech on this Thursday morning. And our question is, tech is turning our homes into smart homes. If you could automate something in your home, what would it be? Let us know on social media. If you feel like sending through a voice note, you're welcome to do that again. I'll give you that number one more time. It's 068 408 8863. So that's the number for our voice note line. If you have, of course, some tech you would love to automate, head on over to Expresso's Facebook page. Don't forget that hashtag. But it's now that time of the morning for us to quickly look at the morning headlines. Here's Jamie Lee Domberg.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Starting on the national front this morning, Eskom suffers annual financial loss of some 2 billion rand, and this is due to cable theft. Now, this fact came to light after 2 men were sentenced in the regional court in Bronkhorstspruit. They were convicted in May of stealing more than 4 kilometers of aluminium cable. Anya Nkwenti was sentenced to 15 years and Happy Dube to 12 years imprisonment. Eskom's manager for safety and security, Keith Matisa, says the power supplier loses thousands of rands annually, and this is due to the theft of cables, overhead power connections, transformers and conductors. Then a white shark estimated to be some 3.5 meters in length was spotted in the Keerbooms River, some 300 meters upstream from the river mouth yesterday evening by members of the NSRI Plettenberg Bay duty crew. Now, the NSRI and the Bateau municipality have appealed to the public to exercise caution on the Keerbooms River and along the Plettenberg Bay coastline. Marine scientists of the South African Shark Incident Committee suspect that the shark may be ill or disorientated, as it's quite unusual to find a shark in the river itself. Then looking to news on the global front, Mozambique has declared an outbreak of wild polio after a young child was diagnosed with the disease in the country's Tete province, the first case in 30 years. Now, the World Health Organization, the WHO, said doctors detected it when the child began experiencing the onset of paralysis. Neighboring Malawi reported a similar case in Feb this year. Now, the World Health Organization's Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Matshidiso Moeti, said it was unsurprising given the recent outbreak in Malawi and showed how quickly this virus can spread. Then staying on the international front, the US is seeking to pass a law to counter Russia in Africa by tracking its military operations, investments, oligarchs and suspected illicit financial flows. Now, this is partly because more than half of the African countries chose to be neutral on UN resolutions on Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, this signaled America's somewhat challenged influence in Africa. Through the Countering Malign Russian Activities in Africa Act, the US wishes to, and I quote, hold to account African governments complicit in aiding Russia's malign influence and activities. It's not yet been signed into law. Then listen to this. Kurhula Makuvela of Kalfontein in Ekurhuleni, Gauteng, lost a job in 2018. Now, not perturbed, she started selling pap and mogodu. But then, when that venture failed, she taught herself how to bake hyper-realistic cakes, relying solely on what she learned from YouTube as well as Google. Now, 27-year-old Kurhula has never had a day's training in baking or sculpting, but the first hyper-realistic cake Makuvela made was a candle-like one for a pastor's birthday. Now, this was followed by many others that have brought her fame. Her cabbage cake won her 75,000 Rand in the Sasco Top Baker competition in 2020, and she also taught herself how to bake faces of prominent figures such as President Cyril Ramaphosa, Steve Harvey, and Black Coffee, for whom she made a life-size cake when he bagged a Grammy earlier in the year. Makuvela said, and I quote, "I made the cake to celebrate Black Coffee and to also inspire kids at home to show them that if you work hard, you can achieve your dreams." We wish Kurhula tons of luck and happy baking, and who knows, maybe one day we'll get to have her on the show for that baking. That being said, that is where I leave your 6 o'clock news headlines. Here's a first look at the sports with Graham.
Well, this morning it looks like they get to have their cake and eat it. And after some time, Eintracht Frankfurt beat Rangers 5-4 on penalties to win the Europa League final last night in Seville, finishing 1-1 at the end of extra time. So Colombian striker Rafael Bor scored the winning penalty for Frankfurt in the shootout after Rangers' Aaron Ramsey had earlier seen his kick saved by Kevin Trapp. Bor had cancelled out Joe Aribo's opener in normal time. No more goals were added in the extra period before Eintracht then won their first European trophy since the 1980 UEFA Cup via spot kicks. Then on to cricket, Quinton de Kock showing form at just the right time. He claimed the third highest score, in fact, ever in the Indian Premier League, as Brendan McCullum lost his last game as Kolkata Knight Riders coach before, of course, taking charge of England. So Lucknow Super Giants posted 210 as de Kock hit 140 not out, smashing 10 fours and 10 sixes from just 70 deliveries. Now, only record holder Chris Gale and McCullum himself have bettered the score of South Africa's de Kock in an IPL innings. And Gale hit an unbeaten 175 for the Royal Challengers Bangalore back in 2013, and McCullum scoring 158 not out for KKR in their first IPL match in 2008. Now, victory for Lucknow secures them one of the 4 playoff places, while Kolkata, they miss out as they can finish no higher than 6 at this stage. Then they continue to shore up an amazing squad. As we turn to rugby, Makazole Mapimpi has now signed a new deal with the Sharks that will keep him in Durban for the next 3 years. The Springbok winger will now remain at the franchise until 2025. Mapimpi's extension is the latest in a string of new signings and contract extensions announced recently by the Sharks. On Monday, the franchise announced that experienced fly-half Lionel Cronje will be returning to Durban, while scrum-half Grant Williams also has extended his stay. And then Springboks, Eben Etzebeth and Rohan Janse van Rensburg also on their way down to Durban. The franchise also confirmed that Springboks centre Lucanio Am was back with the squad following his 2-month stint playing in Japan. And then finally, onto the track we go, or at least it doesn't look like we'll be returning to a track for this particular event. Formula One has decided not to replace this year's Russian Grand Prix with another race. Now, the move comes following the decision to permanently cancel Russia's race at Sochi in the wake of Vladimir Putin's decision to invade the Ukraine. Formula One had explored returning to Qatar possibly and hosting a second race in Singapore, but after months of talks, the sports bosses broadcasters have decided that neither event is workable and that it made more sense simply to leave it off the calendar. It means that the season will consist of 22 races now instead of the normal 23 that was set at the beginning of this year. But we'll certainly continue to enjoy the thrill on the track as it unfolds in a brilliant race season. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get an update on the weather.
Thanks, G-Man. Well, let's look at your weather. The SA Weather Services yesterday issued a yellow level 4 weather warning for snow and an orange level 5 warning for rain in the Eastern Cape. The warning is valid from 5 p.m. today to midnight tomorrow. Disruptive snowfall is expected over the high-lying areas. The potential impacts of the snowfall include the isolation of some communities that will be temporarily inaccessible, loss of livestock and crops, rockfalls and icy conditions. The heavy rainfall is expected to drench a broad area of the Eastern Cape, but large parts of SA will also experience cold and wet weather from today into the weekend. A level 2 warning was also issued yesterday for the Western Cape for very cold, wet and windy conditions with snow in places. Rain associated with cold will spread to the coastal areas of the Garden Route today. George, Knysna and Bateau municipalities can expect from 30 to 40 millimeters of rain later this morning. Well, from your weather news to your sunrise views, we are starting your morning off by showcasing those gorgeous sunrise images you share with us on social media. First up this morning is a very moody yet warm sunrise shot from Mata Mashika all the way from Kuduspoort. Then we also have a lighter and brighter sunrise photo. This one was captured by Adrian Fransman, who sent this all the way from Craddock. Well, thank you to those beautiful sunrise photos. If you have one that you would love to share with us, please do so on the Expresso Facebook page. For now, let's look at your temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, expect a low of 8, a high of 22. Mbombela 13, reaching a high of 26. Partly cloudy conditions in Pretoria, a low of 10, a high of 21. Johannesburg sunny with a low of 9, a high of 19. Mahikeng 10, 22. Klerksdorp 8, 22. If you're in Kimberley, partly cloudy conditions with a high of 23 for today. Bloemfontein 7's your low, 21 your high. Richards Bay 15, reaching a high of 29. A sunny day in Pietermaritzburg, a low of 10, a high of 27. Durban sunny, 18's your low, 28 your high. Mthatha 12, reaching a high of 27. Some rain and thunderstorms can be expected in East London, 14's your low, 24 your high. Craddock 8, reaching a high of 22. Rainy conditions in Gqeberha, 12's your low, 21 your high. Moving to the Western Cape, rainy conditions for George today, 10 with a high of 15. Cape Town 11, reaching a high of 17. Worcester 4 with a high of 16 for today. Sutherland quite cool and cold, a low of 2, a high of 12. And if you're in Uppington, partly cloudy conditions, a low of 8 and a high of 27 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where we leave your weather for now. Another update coming your way at 7 o'clock.
Oh, thank you so much, Zoe. Yeah. Her hair looks so beautiful, so full. Like we told you, it is Thursdays. It is Tik Tok Thursday. So we're going to be finding out all about what is trending on the app and also maybe take on a challenge or two.
Wait a minute. Duckhead. Is that right? Duckface.
Yeah.
Duckhead.
Duckhead. What?
Do you duck your head or? I love it. No, we love all challenges and certainly culinary challenges as well. This one really did get my interest. Cookie dough, which I know is going to obviously tick a few boxes for Zoe. Super M Sunday. Oh, who can make the best one? We'll find out now. Probably me. Probably.
Wow. Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Thursday. It's time to find out what is trending on TikTok.
Yeah, man.
That is exactly what we're doing.
It's a great way to just lighten your day, and I think this one we can hopefully all do. We'll certainly take it on, but let's see how the pros do it.
Indeed. Now, we all know TikTok trends keep us up to date with what is happening around the world, and dance challenges remain some of the most popular on the app. Now, the latest dance, Wait a Minute, the duck head edit, is bringing out all the best moves from Mzansi. Let's have a look at this challenge on TikTok Thursdays. Now, at the top of the trend, we have Sashi Haim, which is a cosplay enthusiast and a streamer with, get this, over 11 million followers on TikTok. She is global. This is how she interpreted the challenge.
That's the problem. They make it look easy. That's always
Too easy.
how we get blindsided with these things. But it is a cute one. We love it. So Kelsey Magot, right here in South Africa, took on the challenge with some 1.5 million followers. Let's see how she took it on and if she could build the hype. Let's take a look.
Again,
Smooth.
musically so good. Like, their bodies just go like that. Well,
I still haven't seen the duck head, though. Is it still, I'm still trying to figure it out.
you can bring that one out.
I'll get it.
But of course, everyone started to create their own version of the challenge, and this is exactly what the content queen, Miss Nadia Jafta, did when she took us through her Monday workout. She was just there for the gains.
Yeah, it looks a little more difficult than I think I'm ready for this morning. So possibly we won't involve the barbells with our dance challenge this morning, but we love it. And then MKS Vision put his own spin on the challenge. Let's see how that turned out. Oh, he's got time.
Yeah,
he's got time. He's got time. He doesn't have kids.
You have a lot of time.
You ain't got no children.
Transitions is a lot. Now,
beautiful.
The next one, a group of 7 lads, Irish dancing called Kerda, put the dance into this challenge with a tap dance style interpretation. Let's see how they change it up.
That's how you do a little flash mob. Absolutely love it. Now, Merrick Hanna, a name that we definitely do know on TikTok, some 25 million followers. So I think people were waiting for him to take on the challenge, and he did it justice. Take a look.
Get this, over 7.7 million videos have been created using this sound. And of course, it is our time to also take on this challenge. We are going to be taking this challenge on.
Because we love it.
Get ready to do a transition. Get ready to get your kitty ears out. We are going to be doing it just for you, Mzansi.
And you have to do it as well. But we do love a good challenge. And I think Zoe is looking forward to this challenge more than anyone else.
Oh, thank you, team. Well, you know what? I think you need to come and join me in the kitchen, because now that we've challenged all of you, it's time to challenge each other. We need a little motivation to get through, you know, whether it is to get through the exams or perhaps those back-to-back Zoom meetings that you've been having. Simply grab your favorite Super M flavor. And as I said, it's time to invite the team in. So please, Graham, Jamie, come and join me, because it's time for Graham and Jamie to go head-to-head on our Super M Cookie Dough Sunday Challenge.
Goodness.
As you can see, we have the best Super M flavors in front of you. You have got the cream soda, you've got your banana, your chocolate, your strawberry, as well as your vanilla. We've got all kinds of toppings, and the reason I'm hosting is because they knew I was going to eat all the cookie dough.
But you have to taste it. You actually have to taste it.
Can you not?
I was going to ask, did you get your own little ball of cookie dough? Shame. This is amazing.
Wow.
Although having a choice of all of the Super M flavors is a little bit difficult, because now where do you go?
Be creative, because you at home, you're going to choose the Super M cookie dough sundae that's the best, and that will be based on appearance. I'll do the tasting. I think all of them, you can't go wrong with any of the ingredients in front of you, so we know it's going to.
Can I just put the cookie dough in the
just go
glass
plunk
just like that?
and
that
chow.
Be creative. You know how much I love cookie dough.
This looks
Perfection.
amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
that's
I'm
great.
ready. I'm ready to make
Okay.
it and ready to eat.
So we're going to put the timer on because
Okay.
you know there is a big little. We're going to give you a minute.
Okay.
Perfection.
So in 3, 2, 1.
right now,
You guys
really?
start.
Okay.
Going
Of course,
in
there's
the
always that great debate about which Super M flavor is the best, but the challenge today is for you to be creative. It's all about that chocolate sundae. Play around with the flavors.
There we go. So I think I'm going to do a bit of a layer. I love doing this layering. So I'm going to start with the chocolate Super M.
Graham went with some cookie dough, followed by ice cream, followed by cookie dough, followed by
I
ice
think
cream.
we've got to go with kind of an exploration, a journey of flavors.
Jamie's already added some of her chocolate Super M. So she's going for the chocolate flavors because this is chocolate chip cookie dough.
I'm going to go in with my hands. So sorry for that.
Okay, you've got about 30 seconds left.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Wow, wow,
okay.
Okay, got it. Some cookie dough. What is that?
Those
See, I've
chocolate
left.
chips.
Choc chips as well.
Okay.
And then I'm going to mix it up with some
Just don't
vanilla.
know. Okay, I think I've got to do it. I've got to go
You're going to go
banana.
for banana.
Oh, and then just to look at the cascade.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get excited. There we go. Some more ice
All
cream.
very, very exciting.
I feel sorry for who needs to clean this up afterwards.
It's for the gram. It's for the gram, and then we just round it off with a little bit of.
Jamie, you haven't used any cookie dough, have you?
I did. It's right in the middle there so that when you put your straw in, it will just break.
Gee, man, this looks good.
I think it's going to be the nicest thing anyone's ever eaten in their life before, to be quite honest.
Now, do you eat or drink that?
It's a Sunday, so you've got to do both. You've got to kind of scoop it into your mouth and then get stuck in. As soon as you get a little bit of cookie dough.
Okay, Jamie, we're giving you an extra 10 seconds.
Okay, 10, 9 8, 7.
You can do
I'm
it, girl.
counting myself
Counting
down.
yourself
do
down,
it.
and you're counting faster than a normal 10 seconds.
Gonna do a chocolate bag.
Okay, we
chocolate
do
bag. Well done.
3,
Yay,
2,
good job.
1. Well done, Jamie Lee Domberg. So, okay, hold your drinks.
Okay.
We have Graham that talk me through your flavors. You used Super
Okay,
M
I
banana.
went Super M banana for the common thread throughout because I thought that would enhance the flavors of the cookie dough and our vanilla ice cream. A little bit of chocolate there, just so some nice surprise, and then rounded it off with some beautiful butterscotch sauce. But I think that's spectacular.
That actually looks very good, and I want to try that more than anyone else.
And yours,
Right
Jamie,
now.
I saw you started off with Super M chocolate.
So I did the Super M chocolate. Mine was actually a 3-layer Super M sundae. So I started off with some chocolate, and then I went to some vanilla, and I ended off with, what was this actually?
That's
the banana
banana.
flavor. So the banana flavor was right at the top. Also had the cookie dough in between.
So you went and created your
Chocolate
own
chips.
new flavor.
It looks a bit mushy right now, but again, I'm taking you through this vision. Like, understand all the flavors that's going through your mouth right now. I'm talking too much, but this is so good.
Both can't go wrong, but it's all up to you. So head on over to our social media and let us know which kind of Super M chill you will be choosing to get you through your day. Will it be Graham's creation or will it be Jamie Lee Domberg's creation? Head on over, cast your vote, and let's see who is the winner. Well done.
Thank you.
Can I have that leftover cookie dough, please?
Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, I see what you were doing. Now I understand. I think that's bribery, eh?
No, no. It's not up to me. It's up to you.
Hola, Mzansi! It's going to be a hot day in the big city. Super M, anytime gap filler. Made with love by Clover. Oh, you can make my day.
Gynagard, feminine hygiene mastered.
if you are a newly qualified chef, this might grab your attention. Are you looking for a whopping 15,000 Rand to pocket right now? Well, then stay tuned, because the Excela Young Chef competition is back on our sister show, Afternoon Express, and we want you guys to enter. It's a fantastic platform to put yourself out there as a foodie. Now, we've invited one of our favorites, who happens to be a judge, Chef Chumi, to tell us a little bit more about how you can enter and what's involved. And then, of course, last year's winner, Nolan Adimulam, who will be sharing his journey with us. An incredible, life-changing journey that it's been. But first, let's check out his winning moment.
The winner of the Excela Young Chef competition and the chef that gets to take home the grand prize of 10,000 Rand is Nolan Adimulam!
Congratulations, Nolan. And Nolan is joining us right now, connecting with us to hopefully relive that amazing moment. Nolan, a very good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Graham. How are you doing?
Oh, very good. Seeing your smile makes me feel even better. Chef Chumi is here as well. Not to make you nervous all over again, but how does it feel seeing that winning moment again?
Oh, good morning, Chef. Nice to see you again. Wow, that brings back so many memories, Graham. Winning that competition was so life-changing for me. Definitely bringing back so many happy memories in my life. Wow, I felt bad for Joshua, but I know the competition was tight, and but I had the confidence to win. So here I am. My life has changed so much.
Well, I wanted to ask you that, and congratulations once again. You had to step up, and I'm glad you mentioned Joshua, but there could only be one winner, and you delivered on the day. How has that moment changed your life? And as a result of that, what words of encouragement do you have for any other chef out there who wants to enter for this year?
Well, Graham, the competition really boosted my confidence as a chef, and also I've just ignited such a big passion. This part of me that I've never knew before. I work so well now. I know my speed. I make so many more friends now because I have something to talk about. And everyone treats me like a celebrity at work, and they call me Celebrity Chef. But it's really changed my life. I now work for the Test Kitchen Carbon in Johannesburg, Rosebank. And I work closely with Chef Luke Dale Roberts and Chef Ty. It's an amazing opportunity, and I afforded this opportunity because of my experience with the Afternoon Express and Excela Young Chefs competition, and of course Chef Jackie Cameron, who also played a good role in affording me this opportunity. Oh, it was an amazing opportunity. I'm learning so much, and for any chef out there who wants to enter, have the confidence in yourself to send that video through, make the time, and I promise you, you will not go wrong. It's such good exposure, such good experience to have on your CV, and even just as a social media public figure, it's an amazing opportunity.
And you've embraced it. I mean, some of the names that you've been mentioning, I've been watching Tumi's head go like, okay, oh, wow, okay, all right. You're surrounded by some of the best.
Yes.
This is what that opportunity means. You've done this. You've used a mechanism like this to propel yourself. You know what it means to get that break.
Yeah.
Just to get someone looking at you. Who's eligible to enter this year, and how do they go about it?
I think a lot of opportunities are very much targeted to chefs that are already in the industry, chefs that are big names, chefs that are, you know, that have made it. And the one thing that is so signature and so great about this competition is that it looks at young, newly qualified chefs, people that are straight out, you know, like newborns, someone that's still got that passion, someone that's looking forward to just achieve something at the very earliest stage of their career.
Maybe don't have the confidence.
Exactly, and that's what I love about what this did for Nolan, because he's talking about confidence, and a lot of people feel like they need they need years and years and years just to get to that point, and instead the Excela Young Chef competition is saying, we want you now. We want you to start honing in that experience right now. So anyone that's recently qualified in the last 24 months, basically you've got that opportunity to start entering right now.
And it's young in qualification, not young in age.
No.
So you can rock up as a 90-year-old newly qualified chef,
Yes.
and we'll give you the nod. We love that. That being said, what are you looking for?
All right.
What's going to win this thing?
Well, I think the one thing that Nolan definitely did say, which is one of the most important things, is that confidence. We want someone that's got a passion, someone that basically food passion oozes through their veins. Someone who says, talking about food, working with food is what is inside of me, and I want to put it on a plate, and I want people to understand who I am just through the food that I'm putting on a plate. So all that people need to do is just literally go to our Afternoon Express Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages, and then follow the link. That's where you'll then be able to upload a video of who you are, where you qualified. But the most important thing is tell us what your signature Excela dish is, using the Excela sunflower oil, using the Excela Thai long grain rice, and the Excela mayonnaise, and that dish could be the one that sets you apart and gets you part of the people that will compete for this big title.
Just got to find that winning formula. Nolan, what is that winning formula? What advice do you have for someone who is putting their entry together? What do you think won it for you? What's that X factor here?
Besides, like I said, having confidence in yourself, get your family to vote for you, and also make sure that get all of them to vote for you, and make sure your name gets out there on all the WhatsApp groups, on all the social media.
Sure.
It doesn't matter if you're going up against someone, sorry Joshua, who has 68,000 followers on Instagram. You could be a small hometown person and still win the competition. Because if you get your name out there, if you have the confidence, if you listen to Chef Chumi, and if you listen to all the other judges, and watch all the other episodes with all the other contestants, you'll learn what you need to do in future as well to make yourself better. And just take good constructive criticism as well.
Sure.
As a chef, we need to learn to be really constructive with our criticism as well.
No, completely, buddy. It's a different game out there, and I love the fact that chefs are helping other chefs now. It's no longer this combative environment in the kitchen. Everyone is trying to propel each other, and this is such a platform to propel you into your future. To me, good luck. I know it's quite an arduous task choosing a winner in this case, but this is undoubtedly an opportunity of a lifetime, and we encourage all of you who are interested to just do it. Take that step and enter right now. And if you missed any of the details for entries and want to know how, then check this out.
We have exciting news for all you up-and-coming chefs. The Excela Young Chef competition is back. If you are a newly qualified chef with a confident personality to be on TV, then enter to stand a chance to compete on Afternoon Express for 15,000 Rand and the title of Excela Young Chef for 2022. Just follow the Excela Young Chef competition link on the Afternoon Express Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages and upload a video of you sharing your name and a short intro about yourself, where and when you qualified, and describe your signature Excela dish using Excela longer grain rice, Excela sunflower oil, or Excela mayonnaise. Entries close at midday on Friday, the 3rd of June. T's and C's can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za.
Oh, listen, I feel like the host with the most today, just putting the two of you against each other.
This one, I think this is going to be a group effort, eh? We're going to figure this.
No. I am the host. Lucian Albertine, our floor director, said I'm allowed to host, so that's why I'm in this seat. And what we are talking about is you've probably seen all the TikTokers around the world take on that wait a minute, the duck head edits challenge. And because we don't back down from a challenge, we now are about to put Jamie and Graham through the test. Now, before we show you how the Expresso team, i.e. Jamie and Graham, does it, let's take a look at a TikToker named WIBUK_651, who slowed it down so that we can see so that they can see every perfect move.
Okay. There's the duck face. Duck face.
Can we do it at that speed?
Can we do it
well?
at that speed? Yeah.
Because, wow.
More difficult or easier, but okay.
No.
Who wants to go first?
Can we go together?
Can we do it together?
Do you want to do it together?
Let's do it together.
Okay.
Okay,
So now feed off Graham's energy, and for the first time ever, you can't do the meerkat. There's no way that
There's
you
no
can
meerkat.
What are you talking about? It's got the meerkat just built right in. It's a... Okay,
Okay.
Can we
Three.
play it?
2,
Perfect.
1, let's play the song.
Where's my little... There we go.
She knows it. Well done.
Yeah, it's a little bit off, but it's okay.
It's okay.
I got the
I was too early for that one, but we did good. You see? Did you
We're
One
gonna
more
take
time
it
now
on.
that you guys have it. You
Can you
have
do the
it?
meerkat
you wanna
now
try?
with it?
No, I'm host.
Okay, I'm gonna...
The hair's too big for it.
Telling you the meerkat's gonna make
Let's
it
play
in.
one more time. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Wait.
We need more practice with that one, but
I love it.
I'm
It's
so
fun.
proud of you.
Wow.
I've
Thank
never
you,
been
thank
proud
you.
in my life.
I don't think I've got the duck face in. I still don't know where the duck face came in, but it is fun. It is fun. Okay, I understand why 7.5 million people have been compelled to do this TikTok challenge. We love it.
What is our unemployment rate? That's a lot of people that have time on their hands. No, I'm joking. Listen, we want to see you take on this challenge too. So if you haven't already, follow us at Expresso Show on TikTok and mention us in your videos. Who knows? You could also join us for a TikTok Thursday like we're doing today, and you can show off your best dance moves to all of Mzansi.
We'll get you like 200 more followers, guaranteed.
Here we are.
100. 50.
Right here, right?
We are back with the best of the best in the All-Star Season 10 of Tropica Island of Treasure. And we're going big!
Buy a Tropica, find your code under the cap, and stand a chance to win loads of instant prizes.
Plus, if you find the treasure under the cap, you will win one of 10 big prizes. See pack for details. Tropica, nothing smooth.
Simple as CBD should be.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And you know what? I feel like this whole week we've just been feasting on the most incredible meals. And especially when guests are visiting, they need something 100% refreshing to sip on. And Crush is the perfect refreshment to enjoy while sharing fun moments and making special memories together. And if you're looking for inspiration for a fun activity, have your guests make their own 100% original pizza, but take it a step further by making it a calzone, 100% fun all round for every single one. And here in the kitchen is Michaela helping us to make this do you say calzone or calzone?
I say calzone.
I also say calzone. I don't know why.
Who says calzone?
Some people say calzone.
I'm sure there are people, but I'm not one of them.
Okay, so the calzone we're making, I just said it, I'm sorry. It's caramelized onion, chicken, and chorizo calzone.
Oh, I also say that word wrong, apparently.
What do you say?
Chorizo?
No, that's right.
But there's also another way.
You know what? The point of communication is for someone to understand you, and you understood what I meant, so...
Yes, we've got this. Okay, so I'm just going to stretch this dough out a little bit more.
Okay.
Just because
I've had
some more.
the weirdest obsession with apple juice, and I'm so grateful this one is here. It is 100% apple juice, so I'm going to pour some for the both of us.
Thank you. I also love some apple juice, especially if you serve it with some ice.
Ooh, definitely. But
like
this
even
one's
if it's
ice
cold.
This one's ice cold, so you're fine. I feel like it needs to be equal.
Ooh.
That's perfect.
I've actually low-key been having an obsession with calzones at the moment. They're so good, and also it's all like wrapped up into one present, so you don't make as much of a mess. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got your pizza dough.
Yes.
And you obviously
we just like the pre-mix ones.
And we're just focusing on the half.
Yes. Okay. Then we have some cheese. Everyone loves some good cheese.
We do love cheese. So with a calzone, you put it first.
Yes. Also, just keep like an edge of the calzone clean so that when you fold it over, you can actually just like tuck that edge in.
So that nothing oozes out.
100%. I mean, you do get a little bit of juice that comes out, but it's not too hectic.
Okay.
Then we have some shredded chicken. Yum.
I always find it so interesting when pizzas mix their meat. I don't know what it is.
But they have like, you can get that one that has like 5 different meats on it.
I know.
What a vibe. I mean, I don't like meat that much, but yeah.
Well, we're adding 2 different types of meat. And of course, you can turn this into a vegetarian dish. Swap out the meat for some mushrooms.
Oh,
maybe add more
grilled mushrooms.
Good grilled
mushrooms.
Just
grill them beforehand because they do release a lot of moisture. So you don't want to put them too raw in there.
Okay. So you've added the peppers, the chicken, the chorizo, the caramelized
basil.
onions. We're putting some fresh basil on here.
Just give it like a little bit of a tear. And then... just add some more cheese. Yeah.
Look at this.
And then just dry your hands off a little and you just want to fold it over.
And tuck it in.
And then just give the edges a little fold.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we do have this recipe available for you. It's on our website, expressoshow.com, if you want to make this delicious caramelized onion, chicken, and chorizo calzone.
Also, give it some pokes, so that it just releases any additional steam.
There we go.
There you go.
You pop that into the oven for how long?
Bake it until it's as golden as you'd like. The base is very thin anyway, so it doesn't have to go for too long.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go. This is a dish that is going to 100% satisfy all of your guests. And it really is a cool dish to make as part of the entertainment for your guests, even the kids. And you can have them make their own 100% authentic calzones by adding an array of ingredients for them to use with 100% crushed juice for their enjoyment. And with the 100% goodness in every sip of crush, you are guaranteed the perfect refreshment for the whole family to enjoy and all of life's best moments. Remember to add your crush to your day. Not only is it 100% fruity and tasty, but it also is packed with 100% goodness. Cheers.
Yes, bring the family. 100%. Your cousin's coming over. Get the crush and I'll get the ice.
The whole family.
More crush, Mom?
100% refreshing, 100% goodness.
Made with love by Clover.
Well, after that good food, it's time to work it. We know TikTok, when it comes to TikTok, we always see like these fitness fanatics on there showing their workout routines, but it's always just like a little snippet. That being said, today we're going to go through a workout that you might want to incorporate maybe before or after your full body workout. And we saw this challenge and trend on TikTok. Let's take a look before we get into our own workout today.
Rock the boat, 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 left, right, left. Right, come on, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Baby, come on, you go wobble with it.
Wow. All I'm saying is come ready. Now you're to take us through this exercise for ourselves and to break down the target areas of this workout is fitness trainer Ashwin Wildemans. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, Jamie. I'm well. How are you doing?
Good. I believe it's your first time with us today and already you're coming with guns blazing because, I mean, what is that? What do you mean? That is what we're doing.
You know how we go, eh? It's all or nothing. We're in at the deep end, so I'm glad to be here and I'm excited for this challenge.
You heard what Ashwin said, it's all or nothing, Mzansi. It's time to get into this workout and I saw it's a lot of movement on the floor, so we're going to go down first, right?
Definitely.
There we go. So take us through that because all I just saw was like, wow, she was going down and up, but it starts with a very basic movement, which is in like a plank position.
Yeah, so the first thing that she does is shoulder taps. So shoulder taps is a full body dynamic exercise. So literally we'll be starting over here on your hands.
Okay.
So the shoulder tap involves your core. So obviously your arms as well, predominantly your triceps, as you can feel when you're in this position alone. And then obviously we have a bit of your back as well. So we start off, one. Let's switch over.
2.
Let's go, 3 and 4. So as you can feel in this one, it's your shoulders, it's your back, it's your triceps and your core.
My quick question, if I didn't want to modify that, could I go onto my knees to be able to get that same effect?
100%, especially like for your older people. You can definitely just do exactly the same thing, but just go on your knees.
No, not the older people, child. I have a back problem, so it's for me as well. But okay, love that we can modify this one as well. What is the next move?
Okay, so we're just over here, exactly the same. Cross your legs a bit at the back, and we're going again, left,
tap,
right, left and right.
And we're obviously trying not to sway and engage that core, right?
Definitely. The goal is to obviously stabilize that core and get the maximum result from that.
Definitely. Next one.
Okay, the next one, it's a bit more intricate. We have mountain climbers.
Ooh, mountain climbers for breakfast, child. Well, let's do it.
Okay, so with this, you might want to get off the mat.
Okay. Can take that.
So the thing with mountain climbers is, again, a nice full body dynamic exercise. You'll be engaging your arms because you're in exactly the same position. And then again, you have your legs. You'll be activating their glutes for the ladies as well. That loves that. So yeah, and obviously mainly your core as well.
Mountain climbers.
So we're going to try this out.
Go down. There we go.
Okay, so we're just going one knee in, other knee in as well. So the difference is for this challenge, you're going to be going across. But for this time, we'll just keep it straight up.
Keep it simple. So up, 2. Oh, we're climbing this mountain. Yay. Running it.
Definitely.
And how many seconds of that?
That will be around about 4 seconds.
4 seconds as well. So start off, shoulder taps, go straight into our mountain climbers, and then that last one.
Trust me.
That is where the challenge comes in, eh?
Trust me, I am scared about that as well, eh? Like we're on live TV right now, and I'm just like, whew.
If you're scared, I'm even more scared. So first, demonstrate to us before we take Mzansi through the final step to this challenge.
Okay, so we're going to be doing plank splits. So again, you're in your plank position, and obviously as you're going down, it's kind of like a push-up. So the most important thing is stabilize that core. Okay, don't worry too much about the beat. I mean, guys, if you're not able to go according to the TikTok challenge, go with your Judy Boucher. Go with your Lionel Richie, go with anything that rocks your boat in order to get the challenge done. Remember, go at your own pace. That's all about fitness. It's not about the next person. It's all about going at your own pace and improving yourself.
I love that you mentioned that. Yeah, that is so important. Like, yes, you want to do the challenge. Yes, you want to keep up with that, but it's also going at your own pace. Do what you are able to do and do what your body is able to do. So you're going to show us before we go through it.
Okay, so we're going to go slowly through it. So literally, we're in this position again. Okay. So the first movement is we're going out and in. Out and in. So again, remember, we're going according to the TikTok challenge. So I might go a bit faster than you, and we're going according to the beat. But again, guys, please go at your own pace.
How many of that?
How many can you do?
1. And that's not hyping you up. Like, woo, Ashwin, you can do it. Yes.
Okay, we're going to go for about 5 or 6 of them.
5 or 6. Okay, so shoulder taps, mountain climbers, and we're going into our plank splits. Let's do the plank splits first before we put the entire routine together.
Okay.
So just so I can show Mzansi again. So we can go out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in.
Perfect.
Ooh, okay.
And while doing that, we're going to try and go down as well, like in a push-up. So, whether you're up for that, I know I have all the faith in you, Jamie, so let's do this.
How about you do the push and I'll do the up? So I stay up, just a balance, you know what I mean? We have to make sure that we are balancing one another. Okay, we're ready, Mzansi. Hopefully you are ready too. It's time for us to put this entire challenge to the test. It is our version of this TikTok trend that is happening right now. Ashwin is here to do it with us. Hope you're ready. Let's play the music.
Rock the boat, 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 left, right, left, right, come on, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, baby, come on, you go wobble with it.
Woo! Okay.
Well done.
Okay,
Look at
we
you.
did that.
Look at you.
We did that. That was actually not as overwhelming as I thought it was going to be. Very controlled, yes, definitely use the entire body. The core is on fire right now. I think we can actually do another one.
Oh, let's go for it.
Let's go for it. Mzansi, here we go.
Rock the boat, 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 rock the boat.
Engage at core, steady.
Left, right,
left, right,
run, run.
left, right, left, right, left, baby, come on, you go wobble with it.
Woo! And that is how you do it, everybody. Ash, you are amazing. Are you on TikTok though?
Yes, you can find me at Ash_Wilder. On most social media platforms, Ash_Wilder.
Well, we loved having you. Let us know what you thought about that, maybe how you fared with it. And again, if you have any videos, please do send it to us on our TikTok platforms, as well as our Expresso Morning Show S3. We'd love to hear from you. Whew.
1 in 2 healthy South African women suffer from iron deficiency. Speak to your healthcare professional about getting tested and treated for iron deficiency. Brought to you by FerryMed.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Yes, I am excited, and understandably so, because I love to see young performers becoming, and we get to see that moment happen on our show. Now, this morning, I'm talking particularly about the Young Visitors. They're a rapidly growing band of unbelievably talented young musicians, and they formed in 2010, and get this, at the time, the youngest member was just 6, and the oldest was only 10. So age definitely is not a factor for these prodigies. They've grown up a little, but their music has come on leaps and bounds, and they get crowds going, and they certainly are one of the most, I think, entertaining outfits out there, and they tackle such a broad range of genres as well, from jazz to pop, rock, even a little bit of blues, but I think you need to see them for yourself. So take a listen to these very gifted lads.
Everybody, we are the Young Visitors.
I'm Jaden Diamonds, the bass guitarist.
I'm Aldrin April, I'm the drummer.
My name is Thurston Matoon, I play the keyboard. I'm Rion Williams and I'm the lead guitarist. We don't have our instruments here today, but we're gonna give you a taste of what we can do. Never give up on your people. It's good to be back. Never give up on your people. We love you, that's a fact. Never give up on your people. It's good to be back. Never give up on your people. We love you, that's a fact. Never give up. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook. We are the Young Visitors South Africa.
Thinking of changing it from boys to men, possibly. The Young Visitors are here. Put your hands together for these incredible young men. Rion, Jaden, Aldrin, Thurston, and manager Charles. Gentlemen, welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you. Oh, I'm pumped to see you here because it's been a journey. You guys were laughing, looking at yourselves. You were so young. It's incredible. I love the fact that you had the gumption, the confidence to go and put yourselves out there. But maybe, Rion, I can start with you. How did these four lads find each other, connect, and what prompted you to go on this musical journey? Why start a band so young?
Well, it started with me and my cousin at a small age, seeing our grandpa's band, our grandpa. As his band was growing, we thought maybe we should also play some music. So we started out with our music, and then along the way, found our friend. He wanted to join our band, and we just came along. So, and then our friend also, they came also with us, and then we started to play. As we went on, progressed, and we went there from.
Yeah, I think, yeah, and now the rest is history. And it's not like you're taking on some classics, some absolute anthems. So I suppose it's just really lucky that all of you are musically gifted, that just happened to happen, that this is one group of friends that can kind of represent themselves in this way is amazing to me. Your musical instruments, so maybe Jaden and Thurston, you can tackle this one. We're talking about the Rockets, Third World. In terms of your style, what was that influence? What introduced you? See, he's an early riser. Even for a muso, he's getting up at this time normally, which I love. So how did your musical influence kind of come into your musical journey?
To me, I guess seeing bands, like, we are more inspired by the older generation of music than the new generation of music. So with the new generation of music, it's new into the DJ vibe, so we couldn't take that into like when we play band. So
classic gents.
Yes, we're just classic gents. We like all the music.
I love that. It looks like it's a lot of fun to play. What's the creative vibe like when you guys are playing? Who drives the process? Is there one person who's like, okay, we've got to do this, we're going to do it like this? Is it a collaborative effort where everyone weighs in? How do you guys go about creating the music?
Definitely a collaborative effort, but Thurston over here, he drives everything. He gives out orders. He just drives us very good, and he's the youngest though.
Really? It's but the energy. That's
yeah. But he's the brainiac in the band. So.
And every group needs one. Thurston, look, the word on the wire is that drummers get all the girls. Is that true?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I can see you didn't even answer and your head was nodding, buddy. I love it. What's it like? It's cool being able to gel with a good band, but to be able to gel with your mates, to be able to create the kind of music that you are creating with your friends. How cool is that, man?
I think that makes it even more special. Every time we go out, you don't go out with a group of strangers. I think that's all the experiences and the memories that we gain along the way. It makes it even more special. Yeah.
And the fact that you picked yourselves up by the bootstraps during probably one of the most difficult times I think that the music industry has faced. But it means we appreciate the fans. We appreciate having audiences. Charles, they've got audiences. These youngsters, I'm sure for you, you're just desperate to give them every platform possible. They're going to be performing at the Bellevue Primary School this coming Saturday. A couple more gigs. How can people stay in touch with you guys? How can people book you guys? How can people get you events?
Okay, our number is 083 284 776. They can reach me on that number. We are playing Belvedere Primary in Belha, Old Belha. And on the 31st, we will be at Empire Lounge in Strand.
Nice.
And on the 25th of June, we will be in Goed Verwacht. At the Snoek and Patat Feast.
Oh, beautiful.
So we'll be there.
Yeah.
So the boys have worked very hard to get where they are today. And I'm very proud of them. And every time when they play, I always shed a tear. I just hope it won't happen today. But they are very close to my heart. And they started when they were young, you know. I had to tune in guitars. I had to do everything for them. But today, they took everything off my shoulders, and I can sit back today and say, well done. These guys are playing for the youngsters out there, to show the youngsters that you cannot go wrong if you do music or any sport, because the gangsterism, the drugs, and all these things happening in our country now, especially in the Western Cape, we need the youngsters to get out of it and start doing music.
I love it. I mean, I love what my industry can offer. I love how your industry has stood up for itself, and that you guys aren't waiting for someone to give you your break. You are creating it for yourselves, and that's amazing. It's an incredible message to send. I can tell you there will be tears, buddy. This is an emotional space, and that's okay. We love being inspired by brilliant young performers, especially ones on a mission like these guys, and they're going nowhere. They're going to be performing just for you in just a moment. Stick around.
Thank you so much, G. The time now is 7 o'clock. Time to have another look at those news headlines starting on the national front. Now, Durban residents have been warned to stay away from beaches and not drink water from unreliable sources as the city continues to address pollution as a result of flood-damaged infrastructure. Now, the eThekwini municipality said yesterday that all beaches remain closed until further notice. Communities have been advised to avoid swimming, fishing, recreational and sporting activities, as well as traditional activities with water in rivers and streams. Now, the eThekwini municipality said it was monitoring water quality in rivers and beaches through sampling and field surveys. Staying on the local front, Eskom suffers annual financial loss of some 2 billion rand, and this is due to cable theft. This fact came to light after 2 men were sentenced in the regional court in Bronkhorstspruit. They were convicted in May of stealing more than 4 kilometers of aluminium cable. Anya Nkwenti was sentenced to 15 years and Happy Dube to 12 years imprisonment. Eskom's manager for safety and security, Keith Matisa, says the power supplier loses thousands of rands annually, and this is due to the theft of cables, overhead power connections, transformers, as well as conductors. On the global front, Russia said yesterday it was expelling a total of 85 embassy staff from France, Spain and Italy, and this is in response to similar moves by those countries, highlighting the damage to relations with leading EU members since it launched its attack on Ukraine. The 3 countries are among European nations that have collectively thrown out more than 300 Russians since the February 24th invasion of Ukraine. Now, Russia has also announced tit-for-tat moves against Finland, Romania, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, as well as Japan. Then Mozambique has declared an outbreak of wild polio after a young child was diagnosed with the disease in the country's Tete province, the first case in 30 years. The World Health Organization, the WHO, said doctors detected it when the child began experiencing the onset of paralysis. Neighboring Malawi reported a similar case in Feb. Now, the World Health Organization's regional director for Africa, Dr. Matshidiso Moeti, said it was unsurprising given the recent outbreak in Malawi and showed how quickly this virus can spread. Then dramatic footage posted by the Boynton Beach Police Department in Florida in the US captured the moment a group of Good Samaritans took action to help a woman, Lori Rabior, who suffered a medical episode while driving. As the affected woman's car slowly entered into an intersection, her co-worker can be seen racing across the busy road, waving her arms to attract the attention of other motorists. The co-worker was in another vehicle and noticed her slumped unconscious over the steering wheel. Now, several people stopped and jumped out of their vehicles and made a combined effort to stop the moving car. One woman grabbed a dumbbell from her car and lobbed it into a man, who then used it to smash the rear passenger side window of the moving car. Another man then wriggled through the window and unlocked the passenger side door. The police said they have been in touch with several of the Good Samaritans and will be honoring and reuniting them with the women they helped to rescue. Talk about a close shave. That being said, that is where I leave your 7 o'clock news headlines. It's time to have another look at the sports. Here's Graham for that.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Let's start with last night's footballing news. Eintracht Frankfurt, they beat Rangers 5-4 on penalties to win the Europa League. That was after yesterday's final in Seville finished 1-1 at the end of extra time. Colombian striker Rafael Bor made all the difference. He scored the winning penalty for Frankfurt in that shootout after Rangers' Aaron Ramsey had earlier seen his kick saved by Kevin Trapp. And Bor had also cancelled out Joe Aribo's opener in normal time and had no more goals were added in the extra time period before Eintracht then won their first European trophy since the 1980 UEFA Cup via spot kicks. Excuse me. We turn to cricket, and Quinton de Kock does it again at just the right time. He claimed the third highest score in Indian Premier League history, in fact, as Brendan McCullum lost his last game as Kolkata Knight Riders coach before taking charge of England. So Lucknow Super Giants posted 210 for naught as de Kock hit 140 not out, smashing 10 fours and 10 sixes from just 70 deliveries. Only record holder Chris Gale and McCullum himself have bettered that score of South Africa's de Kock in an IPL innings. Gale, in fact, hitting an unbeaten 175 for the Royal Challengers Bangalore back in 2013, and then McCullum scoring 158 not out for KKR. That was in the first IPL match back in 2008, in fact. But victory now sees Lucknow secure one of the 4 playoff places, while Kolkata, sadly, they'll miss out. They can no longer finish higher than 6 on the log. Then we turn to rugby. The Sharks look even better. Makazole Mapimpi has signed a new deal with the Sharks that will keep him in Durban for the next 3 years. The Springbok winger will now remain at the franchise until 2025. And the try scorer Mapimpi's extension to the latest is the latest in a string of new signings and contract extensions announced recently by the Sharks. They really are shoring up that squad. On Monday, the franchise announced that experienced fly half Lionel Coronier will be returning to Durban, while scrum half Grant Williams also extended his stay. Then Springboks, the Eben Etzebeth and Rowan Janssen van Rensburg also on their way down to Durban. The franchise also confirmed that Springboks centre Lucanio Am was now back in the country and back with the squad following his 2-month stint playing in Japan. And then finally onto Formula One. It looks like it's out for good. Formula One has decided not to replace this year's Russian Grand Prix with another race. So the move comes following the decision to permanently cancel Russia's race at Sochi in the wake of Vladimir Putin's decision to invade Ukraine, obviously. Formula One had explored returning to Qatar or possibly hosting a second race in Singapore, but after months of talks, the sports bosses have now decided that neither event is workable and that it made more sense simply to leave a gap in the calendar. So that means the season will consist of 22 races instead of the record 23 that had been set at the beginning of the year, but it doesn't mean that the action on the track is going to diminish at all. We've been treated to a stellar season so far, so let's hope that continues, but we'll go through the sport again at around 8 o'clock. Right now, let's get you set for the day's weather.
Thank you, Graham. And something to think about the next time you apply sunscreen when at the beach. Now, awareness of the impacts that some sunscreens can have on coral reefs has been on the rise in recent years. But while scientists knew that chemicals such as oxybenzone were causing problems, they weren't exactly sure why or how. Now, a group of environmental chemists and biologists has come up with an explanation. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says sunscreens can wash off human skin as you swim or shower and may then accumulate on corals. Corals absorb oxybenzone and then convert it into phototoxins, which again triggers bleaching events or damages DNA. So ironically, the same chemicals that protect human skin harm coral reefs and other marine life. Well, we now take another look at those gorgeous sunrise views that you showcase every single morning on our Expresso Facebook page. Here's a lovely one that of the sun rising up from behind the ocean. This is sent in from Vinesh, who's soaking up the last of the summer days in Durban. And then this is another one from Durban, captured by Vincent Latuli, one of our regulars, showing the sun lighting up his morning sky. And of course, looking at that, you can see that every cloud has a silver lining. Well, let's look at those temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, a low of 8 and a high of 22. Mbombela 16, in fact 13 with a high of 26. Pretoria 10, reaching a high of 21. A sunny day in Johannesburg, a low of 9, a high of 19. Mahikeng 10, 22. Klerksdorp 8, reaching a high of 22. Kimberley 10, reaching a high of 23. Partly cloudy in Bloemfontein today, 7's your low, 21 your high. Richards Bay, 15, reaching a high of 29. A sunny day in Pietermaritzburg, 10, reaching a high of 27. Durban, 18, 28. Mthatha, 12, reaching a high of 27. East London, 14, with a high of 24, with some rain expected. Wet conditions for Cradock, 8's your low, 22 your high. Gqeberha, 12, reaching a high of 21. A rainy day for George, 10 is your low, 15 your high. Cape Town, 11, reaching a high of 17. Worcester, 4, with a high of 16. Rain can be expected in Sutherland with a low of 2, a high of 12. Uppington, your low for today is 8 and your high 27 degrees Celsius. That's where I leave your weather for now. Another and final update coming your way shortly after 8.
Thank you so much, Zozo's hair. That was fantastic. We are so excited. I mean, we get a front row seat to see all the drama and the action, so we know what's coming. And guys, this is going to be the biggest yet. Tropica Island of Treasure, Season 10. 10 is back with an all-star season, and it's your time to audition. So we're going to be hosting 5 auditions at the following Mr. Price home stores.
One of them is Canal Walk Mr. Price Home in Cape Town. Now this weekend, Friday the 20th to Sunday the 22nd of May. Okay. Then in Durban, the Pavilion in Durban, Friday the 27th to Sunday the 29th of May, as well as Sandton City in Johannesburg, Friday the 3rd to Sunday the 5th of June. Okay, so those are the venues that you can go out there and audition.
Yeah, get to be a part of the hype as well. What I like about these audition spaces is you get the energy, you get the vibe, you get some inspiration from your other competitors. But the main thing here is just do it. Go out there and audition and tell Tropica, this amazing team, why you need, not should, need to be chosen to compete with one of these amazing all-star celebs. And of course, in so doing, stand your chance of winning your share of $1 million, guys.
It could be yours.
$1 million
like
rand.
It could be yours in a matter of months. Now, we are calling all Cape Townians to come to the auditions this weekend. And again, Canal Walk Mr. Price. You can even meet some of the all-star celebrities and impress in our audition booth. So you're going to rub shoulders with them.
And this is how you make those connections. And of course, we'll be linking live with you to hopefully help you propel yourself into the space live on the show tomorrow, throughout the show. So we'll be getting as excited. But I think the most important thing here is that make sure you just come by and audition, because it could be you on the island. It's life-changing, guys. Don't forget that the closing date for auditions, it's the 5th of June, so the time is ticking away.
Yeah, don't miss out on your chance to join one of the all-stars. You'll definitely never be a part of anything smoother than this.
For sure.
We are back with the best of the best in the All-Star Season 10 of Tropica Island of Treasure. And we're going big!
Just tell us why you should be chosen to compete with one of these all-star celebs and stand a chance to win a smooth 1 million rand. WhatsApp your audition video or upload it on our socials at MyTropica for your chance to get a spot on the island.
So buy a Tropica today, and this could be you. See pack for details.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast show here on S3. It's TikTok Thursdays, and we're having so much fun today.
And what we've done is we want to hear from you, so we've also got a WhatsApp line where you can now send through voice notes to your Feel Good Breakfast show. If you need that number, it's 063 408 8863. I'll give it to you again, 063 408 8863. So if you want to be part of any conversation, perhaps comment on our social media posts by sending through a voice note. That is the number to use.
Very exciting stuff. But Design Johannesburg is taking place from today until Saturday, and our girl Kutle Adams is standing by to give us all the details in Johannesburg right now. Good morning, Miss Kutle Adams.
Thank you so much, Jamie and Zoe. A very good morning to everyone in studio, and good morning to you, Mzansi. Igama lam Kutle Adams. I am so excited to be reporting live for duty from Design Joburg. We are in this beautiful space designed by Cocoon Lifestyle, and we are joined by two globally recognized artists, Zizi Poposwa and Candice Lawrence, and this year they have collaborated in a joint project that they will be unveiling at this year's Design Joburg, and the ladies are here to tell us more about it. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
This is the 4th year that Design Joburg is running. Is it your first time being a part of this event, or have you been a part of it before? I'll start with you, Candice.
No, this is actually my first time.
Wow.
So this is completely new for me. Definitely different from the Cape Town scene that I'm used to.
I love that. And for you, Zizipo?
Yes, my company, Expresso Ceramics, has participated before. That was pre-COVID. We've definitely missed it, so I'm happy to be here again.
We are excited to see what you guys have to showcase, because your design has been described as a space that celebrates the power of collaboration. Can you please tell us how you both managed to collaborate, considering the different implementations of the various concepts, because you're both from artistic backgrounds?
Yeah, so Sanlam Private Wealth brought the three designers together, Zizi, Mpo, and myself. And it was a collaboration centered around exploring our craft and how we could, bring that into a light installation, and just like sharing our ideas of how we could work together, our skill sets, and just exploring life from different perspectives as well. So yeah, that was one. I think one of the themes with Sanlam was excellence through collaboration. So that was quite important, along with craftsmanship and the journey that each of us would be taking.
I love that.
Yes, we were quite honored actually to be united as three strong women, and to translate that into the body of work that we've created. It was amazing, and yeah.
I mean, you are both familiar with working with different designs, different materials, and I'm going to pose this one to you, Zizipo, because I know you've once mentioned that from a young age, Mamako used to bring magazines home, and that's where your love for different patterns and, the arts started. What was the material that was chosen for this year's design, and why was it fundamental? What inspired that choice?
So each designer had to bring on their own materials, and I brought in my main material, which is clay, which is what I'm used to working with, and I've developed a wall installation. It's actually a light installation, and part of that was also made by young women that are learning the skill of making clay here.
That's so beautiful. Candice, you pride yourself and your work, in each piece telling a story. Did you manage to implement that in this year's design?
I think with this collaboration, it was definitely challenging because I had to use a new material, and I think because of the size of the installation, it was a different approach. So normally with my materials, it's small. I can, hand weave it, and I understand what I'm putting into it, and I know the story behind it. But with such a massive installation, it was kind of like we had to have these constant conversations between each other. What kind of material we're going to use, when it's going to be done, how it's going to be done, what needed to change, because there were changes happening. There were certain things that we didn't foresee. And so as designers and artists, we had to kind of improvise on the spot. So it was definitely allowing the structure to talk to me and kind of understanding where did the weaving need to kind of like happen and how did it need to happen as well. Yeah.
We never see the behind the scenes, you know, we never see the changes, we never see the mistakes, we never see anything except for the beautiful final product. So you guys are unveiling your joint project today at Design Joburg. Can you please let us in on what we can expect to see?
Yeah, it's a beautiful communal space. It's full of detail from wool weaving to aluminium powder-coated structure with lighting installation. Yeah, a lot of beautiful things. I can't tell you more about it until you see it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's exactly that. And I think with, you know, like Zizi being knowing her ceramics and more knowing her metalwork and engineering side coming through, and me with the weaving, it's definitely a structure that it's quite interesting. It's very intricate, and yeah, I think it's quite
big.
beautiful.
It's
yeah.
huge.
Is it huge?
Yeah,
it's
I've
huge.
seen some of your work. It is huge, and I've seen yours up as well.
It's bigger than that.
I am so excited to see the majestic, the beautiful, exquisite art that you will be displaying at Design Joburg. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and best of luck with the unveiling.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
If you would love to be a part of it and experience it, make sure to purchase your tickets for Design Joburg and visit their website, www.designjoburg, and do not go anywhere because we'll be bringing you more insight on what to expect from this year's event. See you shortly.
We're not going anywhere. Design Joburg is taking place from today until Saturday. So get your tickets again, www.designjoburg.com.
And speaking of design, I think, you know, there are ways for us to really bring in some smart, clever tech into your home design. And let's find out about that.
Yes, it is time to get connected. We are loving the connected trend of smart homes at the moment. So we thought, let's find out from the guy, the only guy we could really talk to about this, Mr. Grant Hines, on how we could create our own Internet of Things, if you will. We've all heard about that smart home trend of the Internet of Things. Now it's your chance to start making your home just a little bit smarter. But where do we start? So Grant is going to help to kick us off. I want to be smarter. No, I want my home to be smarter.
You want to be smarter too.
Is there a plug-in yet? Can we make ourselves smarter?
No, it's not
yet?
the Matrix.
Okay.
You're not Neo.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Unfortunately, I know Elon's working on something. But
no doubt, brother, no doubt. But there are a lot of cool gadgets and cool services available. So where do we start, though?
I love smart home projects. And it's something that I know a lot of people have asked me because I've started my one and people at
You're
home
kind of ahead of the curve a little bit, yeah.
No, and just like fidgeting. But the first things you need, you're going to need internet access, reliable, hopefully fiber.
Fiber or
access.
5G, something that's going to give you a bit of something, yeah?
Yep, totally. A smartphone, and then at least one smart device. And I implore you, look around your house, you probably have one already, because a lot of electronics are now smart enabled, which is super cool. Okay, so the first thing that I would recommend if you are starting out building your smart home is to don't get everything all at once. Firstly,
baby steps.
Like, people can't afford that. That's just like crazy. But there's usually one or two things that can make your life a little bit easier. So I highly recommend initially getting a smart plug.
Smart plug.
So a smart plug is a device that plugs into your wall plug. It doesn't matter if you're renting or you own the house or not. It just goes into the slot, and whatever you plug into it, it's like a multi-plug.
Okay.
Whatever you plug into it can be turned on or off when it's plugged into the wall, which is like excellent.
Okay, first step, like that.
The second thing is smart light bulbs. Smart light bulbs are amazing because they have the capacity to change color. You can have like 16 million different colors in one light bulb, which is really cool. And they just screw into the socket. There's nothing fancy. It's just a bulb. And they're getting rapidly cheaper. Like the first smart bulb that I bought was like really expensive. And now I just see the competition.
It's a little bit more accessible.
It's way more accessible. And most of them are LED and they have long lifespan. And again, if you're renting, just take that out. Take it back to your new place.
Take it with you. I like that.
Which is great. Then one of the other things is a smart alarm. This is something that I'm actually going to show you because I've actually got one rigged up at home. So it's something that plugs into the PCB board of your alarm system at home. So even if you've got an old alarm system, there's a little device that plugs in. And there are South African companies that are making this, which why I like talking about this is because not many people overseas necessarily need this kind of thing because they don't have like alarm systems like we do. But having a smart alarm allows me to, as you can see, I can divide the house into different parts. I can arm or disarm different, like inside or outside. I've got different sensors all around the house, which is really cool. This thing's called Alarm, but there are lots of different kinds of like it. So look for smart alarm systems. And then the other thing that I do recommend getting is a smart speaker. A smart speaker
that's little
is
genius, yeah.
So the smart speaker is usually like the nice interface to everything in the house because you can just talk to it, which is really cool. And
what is this one?
This one is actually a Google supplied one. So there are lots of different brands.
So it's like Alexa, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, you can get an Alexa, you can get a Google Assistant, or you can get an Apple one. I recommend Google because it's kind of like everyone can use it.
Yeah,
like most they play ball.
Sure.
And it's getting better. The smart home world's getting more interesting because there's an open source protocol that's coming out later this year called Matter. So a lot of these devices that were like, are they brand specific, are going to start working on one device, which is great.
Wow.
So
love the
start
sound
looking
of
at
that.
Then advanced stuff that if you want to really step up your game and stuff that that's my stage 2.
So this is the next level.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm really excited to get like smart blinds. Smart blinds, literally, you can take an existing blind and then you get like an attachment that goes onto the cord and you can literally open and close it, time it on a certain time of day. The luminosity of the room, if it's getting too dark, it'll automatically close for you. It's really cool.
I love that. Now I get blinded by the sun through my kitchen window at a certain time every day.
And imagine it just knew, and it could just close it for you.
Brilliant.
Then a home server, which I've got at home now to run third-party software like Home Assistant, but that's quite advanced. And then look for, if you're looking at buying big products like washing machines or air conditioners, you can get smart ones as well. So I've got a smart air conditioner inside my studio, which is great because I can talk to it with the speaker and tell it what to do, but also I can set the room at different temperatures. I can make sure that it's got a motion detector that it avoids me in the room. So that's like super.
I've got a smart washing machine that I can just say, please start washing now, and by the time I get home, it's done.
And you get a notification on your phone when the washing is complete. So it's these quality of life things that are quite fun. Like, that's actually one of my favorite parts, is that it's quite fun. And they really do step up your living space, because it makes your home a little bit more interactive, safer, and also with everything being interconnected, you can include every one of the family members. So everybody can, you add your spouse, you add your children, and they can also have access to the alarm. And I can set my alarm while I'm at the studio if I forgot, because I've got a smart home. Otherwise, if I didn't, I'd have to go home, sit there and type in the numpad, like my password.
I love it. Chores have just gotten a lot easier. Maybe you introduce some smart cleaners in the home and suddenly kids are absolutely loving life. Is there like an operating system or a service we need to plug in to make this all happen?
Good question. So the first thing I'd recommend is use something that you understand or is easy to you. If you've got an Android phone, make sure that you're using Google Home. If you've got a Samsung phone, there's smart things. A lot of devices connect to this. And then if you've got an Apple phone, you can use the Apple HomeKit solution. And if you want to integrate, if you really are interested in learning more about it, what you're seeing on screen now, that's smart things. But what you're seeing on, what I have at home is something called Home Assistant. It's all these things are like open source, and they connect everything in the house, and you can start learning ways to include as many different products in it as possible.
Just take that first step and see where it goes. You go down the rabbit hole,
It's like building Lego, but it's your house. And again, it's products that you can leave the home with. You're investing in your home, and then they can come with you to your new home if you're a renter, and it doesn't have to be like this permanent solution.
I love that. Your little ecosystem suddenly becomes a whole lot bigger. it, buddy. I cannot wait to see. I love your studio and where you guys, and Anvil as well, where you're taking that just absolutely crazy. So we put it to you guys this morning. If you could smarten up your home and get one ultra tech advice, what would that tech be? Let us know. Drop us a voice note on this number right now, 063 108 8863. That's our new WhatsApp line for you to send us voice notes on anything that's got you talking throughout the show. But this morning, we want to know if you could juice up your Internet of Things at home, what smart technology would you introduce in your own home? Grant Hines, thank you so much for getting us inspired about going smart. Yes, we know we can't make ourselves any smarter with technology.
Or you can't.
I can't. But we certainly can smarten up our homes. Let us know if you are doing anything new and cool in the tech space.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Your generosity can ignite a love for reading amongst our youth. Share your homegrown story. See Cadbury Story Edition packs. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Thank you for staying with your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is Expresso here on S3. Let's talk about reading and literacy. We know this, that reading introduces children to worlds where they're able to see and believe in new possibilities. But the heartbreaking reality is that only 2% of South Africa's children's books are published in local African languages. This sparked Cadbury's social mission initiative to help ignite a love for reading in the next generation by making more accessible homegrown stories in their home language. And now to chat about how essential mother tongue language learning is, Xolisa Kuzula, biliteracy teacher and translator, joins us with Jacques Bezerdenhout, Cadbury's brand equity manager. This is happening now to tell us all about what's next on this journey with the Cadbury Dairy Milk Homegrown Stories initiative that's driving accessibility, getting these stories to the children who need them the most. Jacques and Xolisa, good morning. So good to have you here.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, Tabiso.
This is really, really fantastic. Jacques, I'll start with you. Why has the literacy crisis in the country sparked such interest and such a move for Cadbury?
Tabiso, I think if we go back to Cadbury Dairy Milk's brand purpose, it's all around inspiring generosity in the world. So what we wanted to try and do is to ignite the love for reading amongst our next generation by making more Cadbury stories available to kids in their home language, and really just focus on using the generosity of South Africans to help us on this mission and get to a space where we can actually get kids to fall in love with reading.
Xolisa, on your last visit here, and it feels like it was just yesterday because time flies when we have such inspiring stories and seeing them unfold in the way that they do on the ground. But we spoke about the importance for literacy, number one, but we spoke about why it was so important and critical for children to really be introduced to stories that are written and told in their own mother tongue. And this initiative has been so close to you. Kids have been out of school a lot of times during the past 2 years. Why has this become even more critical today?
During COVID-19, parents had to teach their own children at home. and not all parents are proficient in English. So they may be able to read in their own languages. So having books in the home, in the family, or in the community libraries in African languages would have made reading much easier for children.
Let's talk about the journey of this initiative and what the response has been like, Jacques.
Sure. So, I think the response has been truly amazing. I think when we talk about Cadbury specifically, we always refer to a glass and a half in everyone, and that was exactly what we saw. We had South Africans contributing and translating words last year. I think we got to 21,000 translations.
What? 21,000?
21,000. All of those translations were then basically captured and turned into local language stories, published on our virtual library. And we also then, I think when we looked at the data, we found that people actually spent around between 450 and 500 hours reading some of these local language stories on our virtual library. So the response that we got from South Africans were just truly amazing, and just shows that there is generosity within each and everyone, and that the generosity that we do have can really make a difference.
But I know that the initiative is going through an evolution, because you're not stopping here. Yes. This is not where you're stopping. There is a next and a next layer to it. What does that next look like, Jacques?
So for us, the way in which we evolving this social mission is to continue our purpose-led approach to collaborate with thought leaders and key opinion leaders such as Xolisa, also partnering with the Department of Basic Education, Quali Books, and also Key Books to really drive more accessibility to homegrown stories to kids across South Africa.
Xolisa, for you, the evolution must be just as exciting as it is for Jacques and the team at Cadbury. What does that look like for you as an ambassador in this space?
It's heartwarming to see, to hear from Jacques that people are really excited and are writing and translating. I think for me, the important thing about that is that what comes out is the creativity that has been suppressed or erased or suspended through asking people to write in English when they are not proficient enough in English to be able to produce books in English, but they are now producing books in their own African languages. It means a lot of things. It means that the books now are relevant for the children. They are written by people who look like them. The authors, and they are also, because representation is so important, it's a representation of the language, it's representation of the authors, it's representation of the characters in the books, it's a representation in terms of gender, class, in terms of race, it's a lot of things, religion even. So seeing that representation is so important for children's identity formation and a sense of belonging, as well as knowledge that is embedded in the stories, which is the social cultural knowledge that they know that they can relate to.
Familiarity in stories. Okay, Jacques, how can the public get involved this year in really growing this and making this continue to be the life-changing initiative that it is?
So this year we basically launching limited edition Cadbury Dairy Milk Story Edition packs. So we're asking South Africans to go in store, scan the packs, and then basically share their homegrown story or finish the actual story that's written on pack.
Oh, yes.
So we're really trying to drive that storytelling among South Africans and, just get the authenticity to really land and really get that homegrown stories to come alive.
That is the key word, authenticity, and that can only come through from stories that are familiar, that are relatable, and that are real. I love the work that you've done, Xolisa. Well done. Congratulations, all of the best in the future. Jacques, to you as well. May you guys continue to do this. Cadbury's been doing fantastic, and we love to see and hear it. Now, you have the opportunity to share an authentic homegrown story and help children fall in love with reading. How beautiful is that? Look out for the Cadbury Homegrown Story Edition packs in stores for more details on how to finish a story in your beloved home language. Visit cadbury.co.za and follow hashtag Cadbury Homegrown Stories and at Cadbury Dairy Milk SA on Facebook, or at Cadbury_SA on Twitter and Instagram to find out more. Be a part of the change that we want to see in storytelling.
Your generosity can ignite a love for reading amongst our youth. Share your homegrown story. See Cadbury Story Edition packs. There's a glass and a half in everyone.
Thank you, Tubbsy. Well, from sharing homegrown stories to appreciating and sharing stories of appreciation, it's time to award another winner with 2,500 Rand.
Gynagard, feminine hygiene mastered.
Well, you know what they say about having a daughter. Now, you've always got sunshine, even on a cloudy day. I feel like, I got sunshine, gotta sing it, you know? Well, Gynagard is giving you the chance to win 2,500 Rand daily. And all you have to do is tell us about your incredible daughter. It's that easy, by replying to the Expresso Facebook or Twitter pages.
That's right. And we are so excited to announce our next winner. Can we get a drum roll, please?
You can do that.
Congratulations, Martha Metsiba. There we go. Metsiba, rather. Now, Martha commented on the post saying, I nominate my boss's daughter as a nanny and a domestic worker. I need people who respect my job, and Naledi is the daughter. Now, she helps around the house whenever she has time and doesn't make me feel like I'm on duty. Hashtag feminine wellness, hashtag Gynagard, hashtag Expresso show.
And we have Martha on the line right now. Martha, good morning. How are you feeling? How does it feel to be a winner?
I'm so excited.
Oh, Martha, that was such a beautiful story that you've shared. What is your favorite memory of yourself and Naledi?
I started working here in 2006, and ever since then, me and Naledi, we've been like friends. And yeah, we started a reading club together. We've been collecting books together. So we had a lot of memories here.
So you've seen Naledi grow up?
Yes, I've seen Naledi grow up. When I first started here, she was only 10 years old, and now she's 16.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bless your heart, Martha. Well deserved. 2,500 Rand is coming your way. What will you use the prize money for?
COVID-19 has really messed up our finances, so I'll use the money to buy groceries at home. And I'll also spoil Naledi with some ice cream.
Aww. Martha, you are so deserving of that. And you know what? Keep Naledi close. She seems like a wonderful, wonderful young lady.
She is.
Have a beautiful day again. Congratulations. Martha is the winner of 2,500 Rand. For you at home, if you want to stand the chance to be our next 2,500 Rand winner, all you have to do to enter the Gynagard Celebrating Daughters competition right now, this is how you can do it.
We are switching the celebrations from mothers to daughters for the rest of the month with Gynagard, as Gynagard launches their new teen range. Join Expresso weekdays to stand a chance of winning 2,500 Rand per day. Nominate a divine daughter by replying to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter pages and tell us why they are a deserving daughter. Remember to tag the person you are nominating and use hashtag feminine wellness and hashtag Gynagard. Competition closes Tuesday, 24 May at 8 a.m. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
welcome back as we prepare to reconnect with Kutle, who is out on the street. She is connecting with the team behind Design Joburg, and what we love about this is the connections they make within that sphere. And we're about to see the connection between interior and fashion design right now.
Hi G, good morning to everyone in studio once again. We are coming to you live from Design Joburg, and right now we are linking up with Joburg designer Sir Ebna, who will be hosting a discussion around the relationship between fashion and interior design, and letting us in on his collaboration with emerging artist Usipho Kwebula Twala. Good morning, Sir Ebna. How are you feeling this morning?
Great, thanks. Thank you, Bishay. It's a bit cold, so I'm not but yeah, great.
Don't worry. I mean, your designs are bringing in the heat, so I'm okay, right? Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So, Ebna, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I mean, you are changing the face of South African fashion through your design, through your concepts, through your ideas. You are known as the creative synthesizer as well. Where does that come from?
I think really it's about identifying yourself as kind of like a polymath, because I operate in a space where I kind of intersect with different industries, as you're about to see now. I mean, I have my background is in graphic design and multimedia, but I'm able to operate in a space such as an interior, you know. So I don't know if you know what a synthesizer is, but in music, that's like a device that's able to kind of mix different sounds from different genres to kind of come up with a new sound, you know. So that's how I'd like to see it. So it's really like a metaphor that just caught on, and I just ran with it.
I absolutely love it, and it makes sense because also you collaborate with other artists. Like right now, you're collaborating with Usipho Kwebula Twala at this year's Durban, not Durban Design, Design Joburg rather. I mean, you have mentioned that your career is paved by the power of collaboration. Why is collaboration so important in this industry?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think for the first time in like this design decade, we're actually identifying collaboration as a design tool for the first time. So I'm literally saying that's in my arsenal. So if I had a toolbox and it could be physical, I could take out collaboration as a physical tool for you to see. So really what you're seeing here is kind of a tangible way of trying to show you that, you know. So I could show you a few examples of what I mean by that. So, you know.
I would love to see what you have on display right now. Please take us through it.
All right, cool. So for instance, so my story with Sipho really is based, like, or the concept for what you're seeing now is based on his trajectory to get to this point, where he's now like a furniture designer, but who's also like, hold on, I can actually manufacture my own stuff, you know. But his background is like as a taxi driver, you know, got an opportunity to learn how to actually do carpentry. But then at some point, with like opportunities arising in his growth, like, hold on, I can actually design and manufacture. So same with me. I mean, someone like me you'd find in an ad agency or marketing agency, but I'm like, no, I have my ideas, I want to explore into other different like byproducts. So fashion, interior design, music, cinematography, you name it. I want to do it all, you know. So really that's where the concept comes in. So as part of the main thing that we collaborated on was a 3-seater bench, you know. So I had this idea. I was like, what if we could kind of replicate a seater that you'd find in a CIA taxi, for instance. You know, so hence on the bench, it says Maslalisa and you know, so that's kind of plays on the concept of like Ubuntu, if you may. Because, I mean, as black South Africans. Yeah, exactly. You know, so this is a 3-seater, but we share. It's like, you know, so it's really playing on that whole concept of charity begins at home. You know, that sort of feeling that kind of lets people relive they like good experiences and using themes like nostalgia, as I've just showed you now, to kind of highlight those themes, you know. So that's really what I enjoy doing.
I absolutely love that, and the story behind it is truly inspirational and something that many of us South Africans can also relate to.
For sure.
Can you please give us a bit more insight on the conversation that you will be having, the discussion around the relationship between fashion and interior design?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, as I mentioned, you know, I identify myself as kind of like this polymath who wants to keep growing and learning within these different industries. But what we've come to realize, and as an industry is that, you know, the consumer is quite informed, you know, and that goes to an extension of really trying to see what the lifestyle looks like that affects their demographic. So more than anything, we'll just be looking at different backgrounds and how inspiration actually influences that between interior, fashion, and reason why these two, because I think stylistically they're able to kind of combine the whole zeitgeist of like arts and design, and then try to identify the commerce of that and how that operates going forward.
And I mean, ultimately,
Sure.
it speaks to the oneness of everything. So, Abner,
definitely.
thank you so much for joining us this morning. I'm pretty sure the discussion is going to be very insightful and informative as well. So, best of luck at this year's Design
Appreciate it.
Joburg.
Thank you.
If you would love to be a part of this discussion, make sure to purchase a ticket for Design Joburg and visit their website, www.designjoburg.com. Do not go anywhere because we are bringing you more information on what to expect at this year's event.
Appreciate it.
And of course, while our beautiful Kutli relishes in the bliss of all of that incredible design, we are putting on a culinary show with this next recipe.
With the creamy decadence of double cream bliss from Clover, yogurt has never been so irresistible.
Made with love by Clover.
Now, for the few of you that have never tasted a beignet, it's simply deep-fried dough enjoyed as a sweet treat. Now, using Clover Bliss double cream yogurt, we're showing you how to make a delectable red velvet beignet for double the indulgence. And the person to make it for us is none other than Michaela.
Yay.
I feel like I haven't seen you in the longest time. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
all right.
alive.
You're alive.
I'm alive.
Blink twice. Okay, she's good. She's good, everybody.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
back
alive.
with us. And we are making beignets, which you taught me how to say, because I was going to say bayonets. Bayonets?
No.
Judgment free
So
zone.
if anyone watches Disney, you know, am I allowed to say that? You know that? They have the one princess and she makes beignets. So that's how I know how to pronounce the word.
Thank you.
Otherwise,
so much. Thank you to Disney for teaching you, teaching us and the rest of Mzansi that it is called beignets.
So just think it's Ben going yay.
Okay, Ben is going yay, and we're going yay for this recipe because it looks quite simple.
It is. Wet ingredients, throw the dry into the wet, you know, fold in. We do stuff, and then we fry it. You don't even need your oven.
I heard that deep fry. I was like, yay for that. That's always a good idea when it comes to these things.
There was also...
Okay, so tell me... No, I didn't catch what you had with your wet ingredients. So what are your wet ingredients?
That was supposed to be melted butter. It was melted.
But you were talking too much because we were yaying for
Ben yaying.
And that is why. But the base of that was?
It was 2 egg yolks and some sugar, and you want to cream them together. And we also have some red food colouring because we're...
Butter?
Yes, melted butter. Red food colouring because we're doing red velvet. You know?
Beignets, yeah.
Ben...
Doing it with a twist.
Look at that colour.
I was going to say now, you should do
my hair.
We should. Can we colour your hair on the show? That would be so much fun. Last year they made my hair purple.
Oh, yes, I remember. I was here.
Oh, you were here.
I
feel like this year you need to change things up a bit and then change your hair
before
colour.
I go to America.
When are you going to America again?
2 weeks' time, guys.
Okay, so in 2 weeks' time we are colouring. Look at us changing things up. The director's probably like, what are you doing? Why are you guys creating your own content? But we are going to change Michaela, and then you're going to change your name when you get to America.
To what?
I don't know. What is an American name? Michigan. We'll give you me.
Amy. I don't know.
John.
I
don't know.
offend so many people every time I have to bring up a name.
Okay, listen, let's get back to the recipe now and stick to what we do know.
Yes.
After you did your wet ingredients, you then threw in your dry ingredients, which was...
And now I'm just adding some milk. Oh, sorry. Flour, baking powder, and some cocoa powder. But whenever you use cocoa powder, it's like a dehydrating kind of mixture, so you always need to add quite a bit of liquid to counteract.
Okay, so our colour changed. We're going to keep the bright colour, but it's fine.
Did you know that there was egg whites that needed to be whisked, but we did it pre-time, so you wouldn't have to use a hand mixer?
Firstly, I would like to thank Michaela and all the staff for doing that for me because, wow, we're not trying to choose violence on this Thursday.
I was. Kidding. Okay, and then you actually have to make the glaze for us. So if you could take some of our clover... Wow! That was the perfect...
I'm obsessed with this color. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the color.
Because it's been piped into there like so perfectly.
Okay, so how many spoons of this?
You're gonna have to eyeball it according to your ratio of icing sugar there. So let's just do 1 so long, because you know the icing sugar is basically gonna end up like melting.
Sugar with our Clover Double Cream Bliss. Now, of course, we know that the Clover Bliss Double Cream Yogurt is deliciously thick. It is creamy and so truly indulgent, perfect to enjoy on its own if you wanted to. But to make it even more indulgent, we're going to be making a yogurt glaze with Bliss Double Cream Yogurt and the other icing sugar for an extra drizzle of indulgence. See, I can't even speak right now because that's how indulgent it is. I think I'm going to go in with another little.
Okay.
Here we go.
You're doing good there, because you don't want it too runny, but you also don't want it like
too stodgy. There we go.
Okay.
That should be good.
Then we have our mixture. You just want to take a spoon and just dollop it on in there. I may have made that a bit too loose.
Woo! So you obviously need the pot to be nice and hot because it's going to be deep fried.
Yes.
Why am I doing that? Why am I salivating? Because I know that it's going to be like nice and hot.
Yes.
And it's going to be beautifully coated. And when it's done, yes. Even Chef Clem is like, yes!
Yes!
Beignet! Okay, so...
Clem, yay!
Clem, yay! Michaela, yay! Everyone check.
Yay!
Yay! That looks so good.
They look like happy little donuts.
Happy little donuts.
Yes.
Very fancy happy little donuts.
I know.
Okay, so that is almost done. And then obviously you want to put it on a nice little paper towel to drain any of that excess oil. And then when you're done, you just take your yogurt drizzle, put it over there, and you can serve it. Here's my question. Hot or cold? How would you serve this?
Hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, straight out of the frying pan. And then you want to sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar on there as well.
There you go. Well, there you have it, Mzansi. Expressoshow.com so you can get your hands on this recipe. Another time, Ben.
Yay!
Yay!
Made with love by Clover.
you, beautiful souls. Yes, we have stopped stuffing our faces for like 5 seconds so that we can hear from you guys this morning. We asked you to send in some voice notes via our new WhatsApp line this morning to let us know if you could automate one thing in your home, what would it be?
Oh, listen, if I could automate anything, it would probably be the curtains open and close, because I feel like that's all I'm doing. I leave home when it's dark, so you open it, you get home, it's dark, you close it. But you just feel good knowing it's open.
It's there, and it can be something small, or maybe it's something big, but we, of course, got some great notes coming through from you guys. Let's start with Lindiwe's comment. Let's hear what she had to say.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for this question. On my side, I will definitely automate my curtains and blinds. Like, it's literally so tiring. Every morning you have to go around the house and open the blinds and the curtains and the bedrooms. So it would definitely be that. Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye.
We are in sync. I'm with you.
So I'm worried I'm going to break my blinds trying to open up the window behind it. So I'd
Takes
like
a lot of time.
Simonique also had something to say. Let's see what she wants to automate.
Oh my word. Good morning again. It's me. It's Dominique again. So my mother was like, why a coffee maker? Why must she struggle with the washing machine? So if I could like change whatever in the house, then I would definitely do the washing machine for her.
I went the route of a smart washing machine. It makes all the difference. Simonique, you're on the money, girl.
But a washing machine that separates you just literally put your laundry basket there and it does the sorting and the in and the out. I'm with her on that.
And it irons it for you as well. I'd love that. Shaquille also joined the conversation this morning. I wonder what he wants to automate in his home.
Hi, my name is Shaquille and I'm from South Africa, Mossel Bay. And if I had technology in my house, I would like bring a robot into my house so it could do all the stuff for me. You know, like Siri and stuff. That's what I would do.
Get a robot. We've spoken about having a good robot. Just one good robot. I love that. And thank you for letting us know Mossel Bay is in South Africa. Love that, man. So good to hear your voices. I can almost picture your beautiful faces. Please, we'd love those voice notes to keep coming. The number to use, 063-408-8863. Drop us a WhatsApp voice note right now. What do you want to automate in your home?
There we go. We are loving those voice notes, but it's time for us to quickly catch up one last time with the morning headlines.
Thank you very much, team. It's just gone 1 minute after 8 and time for us to take a final look at those news headlines, starting off here at home in South Africa, where former Johannesburg Mayor Mpho Moerane has sadly died in the Mill Park Hospital in the city. Moerane had been in a critical condition after a car accident last week. He was on his way from Alexandra to his home in Mondio, south of Johannesburg, by car when he got involved in this car accident. Moerane was appointed mayor after the deaths of 2 of Johannesburg's mayors last year also died. That's Jeff Makubo, who succumbed to COVID-19 related causes, as well as Jolly D. Matongo, who was fatally injured in a car accident. May he rest in peace. Now, staying here in South Africa, Durban residents have been warned to stay away from beaches and not drink water from unreliable sources as the city continues to address pollution as a result of flood-damaged infrastructure. The eThekwini municipality said yesterday that all beaches remain closed until further notice. Communities have been advised to avoid swimming, fishing, recreational and sporting activities, as well as traditional activities with water in rivers and streams. The eThekwini municipality said it was monitoring the water quality in rivers and beaches through sampling and field surveys. In international news, the Philadelphia Zoo in the U.S. has introduced Uganda's iconic horned Ankole cattle into its animal exhibition. The Ankole, referred to as the cattle of kings, is a breed native to Africa and known for its massive horns that grow as the animal ages, eventually weighing some 7 kilograms each. And the zoo said, I quote, "We are
thrilled to bring this striking breed to the zoo for the very first time in a 163-year history. We hope that they will enhance our visitors' experience and highlight the conservation work that the zoo supports out in Uganda. Meanwhile, Russia said yesterday that it was expelling a total of 85 embassy staff from France, Spain and Italy in response to similar moves by those countries, highlighting the damage to relations with leading EU members since it launched its attack on Ukraine. The three countries are among European nations that have collectively thrown more than 300 Russians out since the February 24th start of this invasion in Ukraine. Russia has also announced tit-for-tat moves against Finland, Romania, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, as well as Japan. Now, Kurula Makubela of Kaffontein in Ekurhuleni, Gauteng, Mokoena, lost her job out in 2018. Not perturbed, she started selling pap and mogodu. But when that venture failed, she taught herself how to bake hyper-realistic cakes, relying solely on what she learned from YouTube and Google. 27-year-old Kurula has never had a day's training in baking or sculpting, trust me. And the first hyper-realistic cake that Makubela made was a candle-like one for her pastor's birthday, and it looked beautiful. This was followed by many others that have brought her all the total fame that she now enjoys. And her cabbage cake, for example, won her the 75,000 Rand in Top Baker competition in 2020. And she also taught herself how to bake faces of prominent figures. You know, you've got President Cyril Ramaphosa in the mix there, Steve Harvey, Black Coffee, for whom she made a life-sized cake when he bagged a Grammy earlier this year. It's the most incredible thing to see. It's beautiful. And Makubela said, I quote, "I made the cake to celebrate Black Coffee and to also inspire kids at home, to show them that if you work hard, you can achieve your dreams." And we wish Kurula tons of luck and happy baking. That's where we leave it this morning. Here is Jamie Lee with a look at your weather.
Thank you so much, Uncle Tabsy. Now, the South African Weather Service yesterday issued a yellow level 4 weather warning for snow and also an orange level 5 warning for rain in the Eastern Cape. The warning is valid from 5 p.m. today to midnight tomorrow. Disruptive snowfall is expected over the high-lying areas. The potential impacts of the snowfall include the isolation of some communities that will be temporarily inaccessible, a loss of livestock and crops, rockfalls and icy conditions. Now, the heavy rainfall is expected to drench a broad area of the Eastern Cape, but large parts of South Africa will also experience cold and wet weather from today into the weekend. A level 2 warning was also issued yesterday for the Western Cape for very cold, wet and windy conditions with snow in places. Now, rain associated with cold will spread to the coastal areas of the Garden Route today. George, Nyasland, Bateau municipalities can expect from about 30 to 40 millimeters of rain later this morning. That's our weather news today. Let's take a final look at some of those stunning sunrise images. Now, first up this morning, we had Mita Mashika out in Kuduspoort sending us this moody shot. Then we also had this one by Adrian Fransman, who captured this in Cradock with the sun peeking out from behind the clouds. Then for 7 a.m., we had Vinesh Pragalath, who captured the last of our summer days with this one from Durban. And then finally, we had this one by Vincent Lutuli, showcasing the bright sun from behind the clouds all the way out in Durban. We absolutely love to see it. But that being said, here is a final look at the temperatures for the rest of South Africa. For you, Polokwane, it is a low of 8 that will peak at 22. If you're out and about in Umbombela, do expect a range of 13 to 26. For you, Pretoria, your low is 10 and a high of 21. And Johannesburg, do expect some sunshine today with a range of 9 to 19. Mahikeng, for you, it is a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 22, as well as Klerksdorp can be seen with a range of 8 to 22. Kimberley, for you, it is a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 23. And then Bloemfontein starting off with 7 that will peak at 21. Richards Bay, for you, it is 15, 29. Pietermaritzburg can be seen with a range of 10 to 27. And then Durban following shortly with a range of 18 to 28. Mthatha, for you, it is 12, 27. East London can be seen with a low of 14 that will peak at 24. Cradock, rain is coming your underway with a range of 8 to 22, as well as the Tropica 12-21 as well. George can also be seen with an 88% chance of rain today on this Thursday with a range of 10 to 15, and the mother city Cape Town do expect a range of 11 to 17. Woesterd, for you it is 4-16, Sutherland 2-12, and last but definitely not least Uppington ranging from 8 to 27. Well, that is where I leave your final weather update on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Okay, come on. Take a good look behind me. And you know what? Because things are about to heat up. They are young, they're dynamic, they're very, very talented, and they join us this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. They're called the Young Visitors because they're young and they're visiting this morning. They started this back in 2010 when one of them was 6 and the other one was 10, and it's formed into this beautiful, beautiful band. Here they are with their very first performance here. No, not their very first. In fact, here they are with a performance that's going to rock you in your lounge. It's called Try Ja Love. Do you think, guys? Did I tell you they're going to rock your world or what? And they did. It is the Young Visitors here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This one is called Try Ja Love. Let us know on Facebook. Yes, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. What you thought of that? I know you liked it. Please do let us know. Use the hashtag Expresso Show. Love your work, guys, and your looks. Yeah.
I'm Nolan Adimulam, the Excela Young Chefs Competition winner of 2021. Last year, I won a whopping 10,000 Rand cash prize, which helped me kickstart my career and move to Johannesburg, where I now work for my idol and award-winning chef, Luke Dale Roberts, thanks to Excela and Chef Jackie Cameron. Taking part in this competition is an opportunity of a lifetime. And if you're looking for a chance to kickstart your career, you should definitely enter the Excela Young Chefs Competition 2022. This year's cash prize has been increased to an amazing 15,000 Rand. Sounds exciting? Well, get entering. And who knows, maybe you could be a winner just like me.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso. Hopefully you are sitting there and receiving every bit of that daily dose of feel-good.
Yeah, this morning Kutle is out at Design Joburg, connecting all the dots for us. And I think like every sector, technology is going to play a major role.
We are
Let's
coming
find
to you
out what-
live from Design Joburg, and right now I am with the CEO of Control Robotics and New Reality, Steve Pinto. And today he's going to be hosting what he likes to call...
My name is Oreo, and we hope you enjoy the show.
I hope you actually heard that. Hi, Oreo. This is our new bestie, by the way, making sure everyone at Design Joburg is taken care of, serving treats and refreshments. This is one of yours, right, Steve?
Yes, it is.
Welcome to Design Joburg 2022. My name is Oreo, and we hope you enjoy the show.
I love that. I can't get over the sound of that.
It's quite cute, isn't it? Yeah.
Very, very cute. Today, you're going to be giving some insight on the African metaverse and whether or not designers and artists should be paying attention to it. Let's take it back to the beginning, Steve.
Right.
What is a metaverse, and especially in regards to Africa?
Okay, well, the metaverse is also coined as the term Web 3.0, right? And the first Web 1.0 was when we got logged into computers to access the internet. Like between 1995 and say 2005, the computer was the interface that we interact with the internet. Then we got smartphones, and smartphones opened up a whole new type of business, right? So then we got Spotify, we got Netflix, we got Twitter, we got all these new platforms that were creating these engagements and ways that we could engage as society, but we use smartphones instead of using computers. Web 3 is the evolution of the internet. So just how we're social online, how we entertain ourselves online, how we bank online, how we do all these things that we do every day online, we're going to do them differently because there's going to be a new technology that's going to replace the smartphone. It's something like this, one of the VR headsets. So Web 3 is the evolution of the internet, and the metaverse is just another term for Web 3.
It can sound so daunting, intimidating when we speak about anything technology,
That's
right?
right.
But you also believe that technology has the power to upskill people and
100%.
also solve and address some problems that we are faced with in the world.
Yeah.
How can that happen?
Well, think about it. You know, there was when the computer came out and when smartphones came out, when technology started to, ramp up dramatically, people were very fearful about their jobs and what society was going to look like, what the economy was going to look like. But all these technologies enabled us to actually connect, to transact, to create new types of jobs and new types of economies. And that's exactly what's going to happen in Web 3. We're going to have new types of jobs, new types of things. And the best thing we can do is be the best versions of ourselves on those technologies. So if we upskill ourselves, and if we learn as much as we possibly can be, and we become experts in those fields, then we have the ability to contribute in those economies and actually generate value. So it's very important that all of us become very experienced and become experts in what Web3 tech could provide for us as humanity and society.
Wow, I mean, you have this headset. We spoke a bit briefly rather about virtual reality. Can you tell us more about that? And I know that you have something for me to see and experience.
Yes. 100%. So at the show, we're going to be using virtual reality for a lot of different reasons. VR is just a tool, right? It's like a smartphone, and there's going to be different apps that you're going to be able to play with. So the Funkio architects is going to be showing some of their projects in virtual reality, so you can see what their buildings look like, but in VR. There's also going to be metaverse tours with African technopreneurs, and they're actually going to take you through an existing metaverse. You're going to see all these different worlds, and you'll be able to go on a guided tour, and they'll take you to all these different fantastic places that already exist today. And these are some of the experiences that you're going to be able to do at Design Joburg this year.
That sounds super exciting and very informative. Now, you started your business at a very young age. To people who are starting out in the industry, can you please let us know what they can look forward to, firstly, and also some words of encouragement for them to keep on going?
I think it's important that that you build resilience from day one, right? Businesses are hard because if they were easy, everyone would do them, right? So you need to become very resilient, you need to work really hard, and you need to immerse yourself in as much information as you possibly can. As soon as you're an expert in your field, people will pay you for your knowledge, your experience, your ability, and your talent. So my advice to anyone who wants to become an entrepreneur is that they must be able to become the best versions of themselves. And if they do that, they'll always be rewarded because of it.
Steve, you are awesome and your work is really exciting. I'm pretty sure that people are looking forward to seeing what you have to offer at Design Joburg. You at home, if you want to experience it, make sure to purchase your tickets and visit their website, www.designjoburg.com. Do not go anywhere because we have one more insight on what to expect at this year's Design Joburg.
Wow. It's inspiring. And yeah, I know. And seeing all of the work that's been put in by people who spend so much time really just focusing on what the next looks like. I love to see that. So get your tickets, designjoburg.com. Love it.
Yeah, man. Happening at the Sandton Convention Centre up until the 21st, I think, but we'll keep those details coming out. Keep those WhatsApp voice notes coming in as well. What tech innovations would you like to see in your home? What automation? But we're going to continue on a design trend right now, but bring it right back inside into the bedroom.
Now, the late Andrea Leontelli once said that the most luxurious item is a beautiful bed and beautiful, simple sheets, and I totally agree. Who doesn't have a beautifully styled bed? I feel like I'm that person right now, and here to help us achieve just that is our editor-in-chief of Modern Living, Danelle Weekly. She is here, and Dan, I'm looking at this bed here. It is so cozy. I know I'm not allowed to sit on it because you just made it, but this is so neutral, so me, and you just made it so perfectly. Talk me through the neutrals you've selected.
So I've got a couple of different looks, so be ready. But I think neutrals for me is such an amazing base because you want to invest in the duvet and then be able to
chop and
flip
change.
things. Exactly. So it changes up a whole look with a couple of different linen cushions and, of course, my absolute favorite always, the throws. So I'm going to be whipping things in and out.
We're going to change things up now.
Change it
I feel
up.
like we just need to
throw them out and make it a little bit more cozy for winter.
I'm going to mimic you.
So I absolutely adore a scatter cushion for the fact that it changes things up so easily. And I think that
and these are
with
the fluffies, right?
They're so fluffy, they're so great for winter. I think they kind of make something so wintry, but like in a really cute, fun, easy way. And I mean, come on.
Look at the fluffies. Okay, I have two cats. They would be obsessed with
Okay, so they are the bed. I love these faux four throws, especially the shaggy ones, because they give such a lot of texture to a bed, which I think kind of falls into a bit of Game of Thrones and also like a little bit of the pastels that are coming through for winter, which I completely adore.
You can feel how soft these fluffy pillows are. They are so, so soft. Oh, okay, so this is how quick and easy it is to change your bedroom from neutrals to fluffy for winter.
And I know that this is quite a feminine look, and I think also one that my teenage daughters would think was absolutely amazing. But if you wanted something that wasn't quite so monochromatic as the neutrals and not quite as over the top and fluffy and gorgeous as this, the other big trend for winter and in decor at the moment is botanicals.
Okay,
I think,
so we're going to go for something less feminine, only because, you know, with men in our lives, they want something a bit more neutral.
We want some neutrals, but we also want a little bit of a print. So I think the botanicals kind of give you that in a very, like, moody, beautiful way. I particularly love these. These are the arums, there's some proteas, these are the leaves, and I mean, these ones are just so gorgeous.
See, I love how you mixing and matching.
I know, I like them all being a little bit different, which is maybe, I mean, in fairness, if you like symmetry a little bit more than I do, you're welcome to double up. But I think for me, like having different prints on each side is really cute.
And what's the best way to throw a throw?
Oh, just fling it.
I feel like there's an art to
I mean, there is always an art to throwing a throw, but for the purposes of wanting to snuggle up in bed, you can do it any which way you like. I'm not much of a neat throw gal.
Yeah, I feel like a throw needs to be cozy.
No, because you want to feel like you're going to wrap up in it immediately, so it doesn't have to be so perfect. And I think what's great about throws, and particularly at this time of year, is that you can layer more than one on top. So you can add a little coral fleece to one of these. You can add a bit of faux fur. It all works together. So this is my number 3, the botanicals.
Okay, if you had to pick your favorite out of the 3 setups we've just had, the neutrals, the fluffies, or the botanicals, Which is your top pick?
I mean, I think top pick for me at the moment is the fluffies, just because it's like so wintry. I love the faux fur and like the texture of all of that.
I mean, can't we add a fluffy to the botanicals?
Yeah, we can add a fluffy.
Like a fluffy.
You can add a fluffy to anything, right?
I mean, how many pillows do you have on your bed right now? Be honest.
It'll drive people mad. I mean, I've probably got 8 pillows.
I think we could.
It's an embarrassing amount of pillows.
We could actually ask on social media how many pillows do you have on your bed? Because if I had to count, I have 2, 4, 6. I have 6 pillows on my bed.
I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got 10.
Wow.
Wow. That is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed to say that out loud now that I've just counted.
That is interesting. And on this bed, we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay.
No, actually, I've under-delivered, in fact, compared to my own bed.
Oh, Dan, I feel like I'm now allowed to finally get comfy on this gorgeous bed.
You wanted one of these. You just wanted to touch it a little bit more.
I want to be with the fluffy. There we go. Well, listen, one bed styled in 3 different ways. If you want to get your hands on these, please head on over to our social media. That's Expresso's digital platforms to vote for your favorite bed. And remember, you can also shop all of these incredible looks. It's available at Woolworths. Shop it in-store, online, and on the app. I think this is where I'm going to stay for the rest of the show.
Gynagard, feminine hygiene mastered.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. Yes, it is. Your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. You're probably wondering what I'm doing with this. No, it's not that kind of party, you silly person. It's because Woolies has dropped the prices on their ready-made pies to, wait for it, 89.99.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. That's what they've done. Now, choose your favorite creamy chicken or tender steak and pop it in the oven to crisp up the delicious crumbly short crust pastry that's going to be obviously coming through that they've used to make it. Serve with a green salad or maybe roast veg. Ooh, that could be really nice. And your supper is Sorted. So today we're putting our very own blindfolds on. I love these blindfolds, and so does Zoe. We're going to be playing a little game of how well do you know your Woolies pie? And to really be the master of this game for us is none other than Chef Clem.
I'm so excited about this game. Okay, let me go through some of the varieties, or the varieties you have in front of you. We have got the pepper steak pie, the beef steak pie, the chicken pie, and then we got the chicken and mushroom pie.
Ooh.
So originally, Tobiso, you weren't supposed to be in this competition.
Okay.
It was supposed to be Graham.
With me.
Okay.
But we found out that Graham's a professional pie eater. On
So
the
he'll
weekends.
know.
So we
He'll
had to
win.
kick him out. It would be unfair competition.
Okay.
So, in front of you, you got the pies. You are
you
going to
gonna-
just hold your plate. Hold
I
your
feel
plate.
like a beggar.
Okay, Tobiso.
Yeah.
Can I have some more? Tobiso, hands. I need your hands. I need your hands. Hands out. Hands out. Here's your plate.
Yes, sir.
Hold your plate. Okay, here comes option number 1.
Of pie.
Okay.
89.99.
89.99. All Woolies pies, we know, extremely flaky pastry.
Are you gonna give me cutlery?
I'm gonna give you cutlery. Hold on. See, Graham's saying no because he knows professional rules dictate that you actually use your hands, but we're not gonna do that today.
The only thing flaky here will be the nice pies. Trust me, my game when it comes to knowing food.
Well, your competition's
Pies, so
ahead. Your competition's ahead of you.
Is this what I'm supposed to taste now?
Okay, he's going...
I'm not going to use the fork.
He's going in for the hands because he's been watching some YouTube videos. He knows that's the best way to get the good ratio of crust to filling. Okay, so Zoe, you've tasted a few... You had a forkful?
Of pastry,
Of pastry. Okay, Tobiso is... He's got this game look on his face today. I don't know what it is. Okay, Zoe, you've got something to say. Go for it.
Is this the beef?
Zoe, are you locking in your answer as beef?
Just give me the beef options. There were 2 chicken options, and there was the beef.
There was beef, steak, and we had pepper steak.
This is... Okay.
Okay, Tobiso, we also had chicken and chicken and mushroom.
This is pure, just...
Okay,
I think this is pepper steak.
Okay, so Zoe's locked in her answer. That's okay, I can take
Mine's
it.
straight up chicken.
Okay, the man knows his chicken. Okay, Tobiso sitting on the scoreboard with 1. Zoe, it's still early days. You can still make yourself... You can get that point, get you on the scoreboard. Okay, so you can stop eating that and give it to me. Okay, Zoe, you've done really, really well.
So what was the answer?
It was creamy chicken.
And I thought it was pepper steak.
I will be a better games master and I'll actually let you know. Okay, creamy chicken. Tobiso has finished his slice of pie.
It was so small.
Okay. Seeing as you've got the flavor in your mouth, let's just go on to the next one.
That bamboozled me.
It's fine. It's okay. It's all... Okay, here's your fork again. Here we go, fork. So you've got a slice of pie. So I'm gonna direct you, Zoe, because you've still got a little bit of your previous pie on there.
Okay.
But what your hand's on right now is what you're tasting.
It's the new one.
Yes.
We really didn't think this through.
Tobia's taking this so seriously, and I really appreciate it. Zoe's also
because I'm really hungry.
The intensity that Zoe's also... Okay, Zoe... Tobiso.
That was a lot of pie.
Okay.
This is creamy chicken.
But you just ate creamy chicken.
Oh, well, I mean...
Chicken and mushroom.
It's...
Okay, Zoe's locked in her answer. Tobiso, you got 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
It's the same one I had. I'm not...
Okay,
no?
this was a trick one. Zoe, you got it right. You're on the scoreboard. This is chicken and mushroom.
Ooh.
Zoe's on the scoreboard. It's 1 apiece. I'm going to take your plates. I'm going to give you a fresh plate. Tobiso, I got you. Zoe, got you. Keep your fork. Okay, guys, we're doing well. It's 1 apiece. So here's your new plate. Tobiso, here's your new plate. Can you take a step back for me? It's getting crazy in the kitchen. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so South Africa, honestly, this is an amazing game to play. Can't give that to Tobiso because he will eat it all. Okay, hold up, Tobiso. Hold up. Zoe, Zoe, I'm almost there.
I feel like now you're rationing. What's happening?
No, don't worry. You're in a good place. Okay, you got your fork, got your pie. Go for it. Why am I nervous? I know the answers. Tobiso's going with the same tactic, using his hands. Okay, right. You'll taste, and immediately there's a difference. Okay. Keep it.
A classic of mine, this.
Oh, okay. So he's gone in for a bite. We've got 1 minute left, and we're going to wrap this up. So how about we make this last one the final one? Because this is a trick. No. This is a trick one. Okay.
Is this pepper steak?
Okay. So,
no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah? You say that? I say steak and kidney.
Okay.
Was there a steak and kidney option?
There was no steak and kidney as an option that was given.
Okay.
Is this the beef steak?
Maybe it's reminiscent of.
Okay, Zoe's got her answer locked in. Tabisa, what's your final answer?
What Zoe said. Zoe, what did you say?
I said chicken.
No, man. The pepper steak.
Okay, is that what you're going with, Tabisa? Pepper steak? Zoe, you're right. It is the beefsteak. Zoe knows her pies. Well done, well done. As a prize for you, Zoe, you can pick your favorite. What are you gonna have for dinner? You've got your pepper steak pie, you've got your beefsteak pie, you've got your creamy chicken and chicken and mushroom.
Chicken and mushroom, please.
Chicken and mushroom. Well done, Zoe. Well done. That was amazing. So, get your prize at Woolies now. Let us know if you try this challenge because I think that you guys will do really well at this at home.
Absolutely. You can shop them in store, online, or on the Woolies app.
I still can't believe the first one I got wrong.
We are back on the Expresso stage with the Young Visitors Band. They are once again gracing us with another exciting performance. Here they are with Fall by Davido. Take it away, boys.
Money fall on you, banana fall on you, Prada fall on you, 'cause I'm in love with you, eh? Money fall on you, banana fall on you, paparazzi fall on you, 'cause I'm in love with you, eh? Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking, yeah? Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking, yeah? Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking, yeah? Are you done talking? Tell me, baby, are you done talking, yeah? I don't wanna be a player no more. I don't wanna be a player no more. Las Vegas con mi Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, como Nintendo, yeah. Las Vegas con mi Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, como Nintendo, yeah. Money fall on you, banana fall on you, Prada fall on you, 'cause I'm in love with you, eh? Money fall on you, banana fall on you, paparazzi fall on you, 'cause I'm in love with you, eh? If I offend you, because sorry, oh baby, take a dot. Sorry, oh baby, take a dot. 'Cause I'm in love with you. 'Cause I'm in love with you. Oh baby, nothing to feel that change amor. Nothing to feel that change amor. If I talk, I'ma say I'm a talk. Tell me why didn't you spin a top for I ain't get you. Why if I talk, my baby no jump. They want to spoil our mama, yeah. I don't wanna be a player no more. I don't wanna be a player no more. Las Vegas con mi Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, como Nintendo, yeah. Las Vegas con mi Cristiano, Mr. Ronaldo, como Nintendo, yeah. Money fall on you, banana fall on you, Prada fall on you, 'cause I'm in love with you, eh? Money fall on you, banana fall on you, Prada fall on you, 'cause I'm in love with you, eh?
We are business owners working with business owners. Cashflow Capital, business funding that works for you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And it's been a fantastic Thursday. Thank you for joining your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso on S3.
Yep, time now to reconnect with Kutle at Design Joburg, and it's all about making those critical connections in the industry.
Thank you so much, G and Zoe. We are coming to you live from Design Joburg, and this time we are with three talented, beautiful ladies. Acre Studios, Leonel de Jong and co-owner Lindy Swart are joined by Heather Boating, who have collaborated for this year's Design Joburg. They're here to tell us more about this beautiful collaboration. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Leah, please take us back and tell us more about Acre Studio and how your partnership with Lindy started.
Awesome. So Acre Studio was born out of a need to create. I think at a stage we all need to grow, and as creative people in the industry, we need to create. So I decided, let's go out on our own after a really successful career so far. So Acre Studio was born at the end of 2019. We started with the idea to create products first, and then because we both studied interior design, we're going into interior design once the products was settled. So yeah, that's basically it. Our name was born out of my maiden surname, which is Ackerman, quite Dutch, but it means grounded. So I decided let's do Acre as grounded interiors with the idea to create things that are comfortable and luxurious, but also will last you a lifetime. And then, yeah, Lindy joined at the end of 2019. We worked together at our previous company for quite a long time. We made a great team. We've got a good energy, and she's the organized one. So.
The perfect pair.
The perfect pair.
Heather, you have joined in on the team. How did you form the collaboration with Acre Studio?
Great. So I founded my company in 2016. Likewise, involved with the interior side of things and involved with the styling too. So we put together the stand for the show of Design Joburg, and like any partnership and sponsorship, going out and choosing those suppliers and those products were key in putting the whole stand together. Yeah.
And we are seeing how beautiful the stand is. The name of the collection is called Kalahari Dawn, which I believe was inspired by the promise of a new day. Please take us through what inspired the name and why this name for this collection.
Absolutely. So we signed on in 2019, believe it or not, and our color palette back then was sort of very inspired by seascapes and quite dark. We then moved over and came into 2022 and really felt that need to transform into a much lighter and brighter space. So what that incorporated was really having a look, resonating with those concepts, and I really just loved the idea of welcoming a new day, associating that with that warmth, that welcome, and I think everybody's sort of ready for that level of interior and space to just be surrounded by.
And everything is better in the morning, right? That's the whole point. Lindy, can you please take us through some of the pieces that you will be displaying at this year's Design Joburg?
Sure, and like Heather said beautifully, we are inspired by the breaking of a new day. We've come out of quite a dark period of our lives for the last 2 years, and we really wanted to keep it quite light and natural. So we've launched a new range with Acre Studio. Everything is quite inspired by nature, very natural forms and shapes, and our goal with this is to create beautiful pieces that will last a lifetime and also comfort you throughout that. So we've drawn light, neutral, showing a lot of nice deep textures and natural materials. And what we really are trying to do is launch a new luxurious range for Acre Studio.
It looks so peaceful and serene. I can imagine it in a space, in an office, in a home. Ladies, this collaboration is absolutely stunning, and I trust that everything will go well today at Design Joburg. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for meeting us.
There's so much more beautiful things on display at Design Joburg. Make sure to not miss out and purchase your tickets and visit their website, www.designjoburg.com. From myself, Akusha Adams, it has been so lovely reporting reporting live for duty at Design Joburg. Please have yourselves a beautiful Thursday morning.
Thanks very much, Kuhle. Beautiful, beautiful designs and inspiring to see where the future of design is headed to. But let's talk about the future of the country and of the world. The youth, urban youth. Today's urban youth, like Jamie Lee, they are ambitious, they're passionate, they're driven. You see it in everything that they do. They take pride in their cultural identity, often reflected in the food that they do love. And they're also busy chasing their dreams at the same time, having fun. But they don't have much time to be spending time in the kitchen. No, they don't do that. From scratch? No, they don't. This leaves them looking for hassle-free meal solutions that don't compromise on flavor. Now, that's my type of urban youth. The type that is Jamie Lee Domberg.
It's about to serve you because I know this is one of your favorites. Amagwinya.
Oh, man. What's life without
Amagwinya? And that is why I thought, you know what, today we're going to do this for the youth, but also for you, the youth at heart that you are, Uncle Tabzi.
Excuse me?
You are a youth at heart, my friend.
At heart only.
Once after 30,
Who said I'm after 30?
Okay, let's start with this. Yes?
There's going to be a magic touch that you're going to be adding to this recipe.
Of course I am.
Right?
Of course I am. It's going to be the beautiful sauce that we have in front of you. It's from the Kasi, inspired with some lekker local flavor. So whatever this, the feel that you want today, that is going to go on your amagwinya. And we're going to start with the amagwinyas because obviously that is going to be the hero ingredient.
That's where it starts.
Before we add that Kasi sauce to it. So we have our flour over here, some melted butter that's going to go into our little dry ingredients as well, and then some yeast because we want our amagwinya to rise beautifully. Yes,
the amagwinya have to rise to the occasion. That's the thing, because the worst thing that you want with any amagwinya is for it to be like a
Yeah, that'll be the worst thing ever. But I'm going to teach you a tip that Nicole actually taught me as well. So salt and salt, I was going to say salt and pepper, salt, and some sugar going to go in. And then we're going to put some boiling water in. So it is a bit cooled down already. And this is also really the secret to it, is pouring it in very slowly. And that's going to help that dough rise to the occasion, like you said. So I think I might have put in too much, but you can just mix this for me. Can you mix this for me?
The nice thing is about making amagwinya. Let me help you out.
Here
if
we
that's
go.
what you want. Is that it is often trial and error. Is that it can be a short, quick process, like you mix it and goes and happens quickly same time, or you can find that you have to constantly be introducing more flour as you go along.
Definitely. Luckily for us, we have the kitchen fairies to assist us, and we already have these amagwinyas ready. It is, so the trick as well is to let it rise. Leave it a bit. You can put a cloth over it and then just let it rise to the occasion, and that is really the balance of the amagwinyas. That being said, you want to make sure that you roll it out and roll it not too thick, because you want it to cook it. Yeah, cook it evenly through, because many times you want to make a big amagwinya or fat cook, and then it's going to, then inside it's still very raw. So the oil is nice and hot. Our amagwinyas is rolled out nicely. I'm going to use this in, and then don't also this is also another top tip that I learned. Don't overcrowd the pot, because you want it to expand inside the pot.
Oh, you don't want them to You want social distancing of amagwinya in the pan.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put 2 in, 1 for me, 1 for you. The other people can make their own. Okay.
And you know that you are not that girl. You're going to end up making for everybody by the end of all of this. But let's get 2 to start with for now. Okay, so very, very critical. I know when it comes to amagwinya, because I used to want to work at a amagwinya shop. So I went to go check it out the one time, only really because I wanted to eat all the stuff, the amagwinyas and the kotas. But like the oil kind of has to almost be coming to a boil.
Before it happens.
There's no time. When you work at a amagwinya shop, it's about churning them out as quickly as possible, so you're not sitting there camping there by the...
So explain to me and the rest of Mzansi why you didn't get the job. Did they not want to hire you?
They didn't think that I worked quickly enough, I'm afraid. So, yeah. But you can start your own amagwinya business in your own home. And whether you sell the amagwinyas to the people that you serve it to or not is totally up to you. But you can get the recipe on expressoshow.com. On there, you'll find a list of all the ingredients that we have made use of. These are really convenient. They're quick flavors that you're going to be seeing coming through in the sauces. And you're going to see why these amagwinyas are nothing without these sauces. You're going to see them just now. Yeah?
Absolutely. So that being said, you want them to wait till it's nice and golden brown, and we already have that on that side where you are at. You are now going to compile it all together and then put the flavors in. So we obviously have some Russians.
Yep, I love that. So the most important part is assembling it at
Yes.
this stage. This, for me, is where I think when I was looking for that job, this is where I did really well. I did well
But
at
they still
the
deny you, my
mixing.
friend.
No,
Shame.
they still did not, because you kind of have to know the whole process and not just part of it.
Maybe now that they see you doing this, the assembling part, put on that kasi sauce as well, and maybe that will be the winner, and they will hire you now.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're making use of these sauces.
Yes.
These are versatile. Now, this range of sauces, you will use it on almost everything. Trust me, it's available in cheese. Okay, you can get it in cheese. Available in cheese. It's available as well in the jalapeno and cheese. You can also get it in the Kasi Magic Flavored Sauce, hot and spicy. It really is up to what you're wanting to get out of it. It is fantastic. And a total crowd, please. I'm going to make the first one for you, Jamie Lee. What would you like to get first? What
I
sauce
would
for
like that magic sauce, that Kasi Magic. I feel like that's just going to elevate that entire magwinya. Put
For me,
it
the
on
Kasi Magic hot sauce, yeah?
come hot sauce in my packet.
Swag, add that, and then put some cheese in it. Because the thing with this sort of thing, like a kota or a Gatsby, is that you can have more than one sauce. And that's what it looks like.
And this is exactly why you didn't get the job, because you didn't listen to my order. I said I just wanted the spice, but I'm happy that you combine everything. For you at home, though, expressoshow.com is where you can get your hands on this recipe to make a magical magwinya.
Okay, I'll make you your own special one with your own sauce then.
Right. Ngeke bafethu ayikho isauce la. Short fruit man. This is the stuff. Yo.
Let's go, Bafethu. With Cross and Blackwell's Kasi Magic sauces. Available in cheese, hot and spicy, and jalapeno and cheese.
1 in 2 healthy South African women suffer from iron deficiency. Speak to your healthcare professional about getting tested and treated for iron deficiency. Brought to you by FerryMed.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Back, everybody. It has been such a feel-good morning with every single one of you. And the best part is that we actually get to hear your voice, because we have created a WhatsApp line where you can send in your voice notes to chat to us. And today we ask you, tech is turning our homes into smart homes. If you could automate something in your house, what would it be? Let's take a listen.
Yeah, we've had some hilarious voice notes coming through. Joe, I think Joe from Neisner is about to weigh in with what they would automate in their home. Let's hear.
Morning, guys. This is Joe from Neisner. For me, that would be my coffee machine. I love coffee. Like, I'm literally hooked. So if I could have my coffee machine automatically brewing in the morning before I even get out of bed, that would be dope.
I love that too. Yeah, but 100%. And you wake up to the smell. That's how you wake up to the percolation. Oh, I love that.
We love that, Joe. Do we have some more?
Your Nella is now weighing in. I wonder what they want to smart up in their home.
Ooh, mine would be smart blinds and smart fridge. Load the fridge anytime when I'm at work. Check if there's anything that I need to buy. Pass by the store. I love that.
And she sounds like she really needs it, eh? She's like, she got home yesterday, she went into the fridge, that thing wasn't there, and she's like, if only I had an automated fridge. Guys, thank you so much for weighing in on the conversation. It's been a blast. In fact, the whole show has been amazing, largely due to the performance that we've had in studio this morning. Let's hear from them one more time.
Oh, thanks, G-Man. And yes, we are back with a final performance with the Mitchell's Plain's finest, the young visitors who are performing their track. This one is Thank You by the Rockets. Gents, take it away.
Never give up on your people. It's good to be back. Never give up on your people. We love you, that's a fact. Hello, all you people. It's good to be back. Around. Just your love, what a joyful heart. Your love is so hard to explain. Do all the things again and again and again. Just wanna say thank you, thank you. Without you, there would never be me. Just wanna say thank you, thank you. I got to let you know before the time for the show. Never give up. Never give up on your people. It's good to be back. So good, so good. Never give up on your people. We love you, that's a fact. Hey.
Oh, young visitors, we love you. I know they've been inspired by the Rockets, but I just had this vision. You are going to be the next Rockets. You're going to be as famous, as successful, even more so. You guys are amazing. Take a bow. You're unbelievably talented young men. What a pleasure hosting you this morning. Thank you. Give us a bow, you bumper gents. There we go.
Oh, and they look so good, eh?
Yeah.
They are amazing, guys, and they've been doing it since they were like 10 years old.
Yeah, and the other one was like
prodigies.
6. I mean, it's like, wow, guys.
So here's the deal. You can join us at Mr. Price Home tomorrow at Canal Walk for the next few days. We are going to be running our Tropica Season 10, the All-Stars auditions. If you want to get onto that island and meet some of the stars, just first off, but get your way to win, I think, your share of $1 million, or maybe just meet Raul. Maybe that's worth more than $1 million to you. To many it is.
Ask him to take his shirt off.
And he will.
He definitely will.
Wow, you guys are shady.
How to pump him out? It is Tropica Island of Treasure. You want to see abs?
He is the treasure.
That's what it's about. The abs will be out tomorrow. We love you so much. Keep those voice notes coming. 063-408-8863. We'd love to hear from you. We'll see you tomorrow. Adios.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Here's to the sweet taste of time off, celebrating the lust of summer, and to family memories made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.